And we're live. Hopefully everyone can hear us. I don't think I had to. I tried to reconfigure everything in preparation of this because I think all the audio settings were set up for the LCARS graphics for Star Trek Timber. I hopefully everything is good on this one. I hope the chat can hear us.
We're checking the chat right now currently.
Yeah. Got at least one yes.
Okay, we're going with that then. And hello everybody. Welcome to Saturday Night Spooks. It is Saturday night in October. We're going to have a nice spooky time. Is Star Trek Chapter it's ever going to be finished? Probably eventually, but for now it's October, so we're playing horror stuff, and we have season 2 of The Last Door.
Dun dun dun.
Whoop.
And of course, joining me this evening for this is of course our regulars for The Last Door, Dom and Kaluna.
Hello.
And and new recent contributor who's probably going to be around for a lot more things considering what we have planned for the future, Julie Sador, who plays Aaron on Atop the Fourth Wall.
Hello. Spoopy time.
And the game show reviewer is here because I don't know why he's here.
Well, that being the case, I'm your game show reviewer, the only game show Grace and the Occasional Dud, and I'll see y'all next time. Jeez.
You're actually here for the beginning of a stream. This is different.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Mix it up a bit.
Glad to have you.
But of course, before we start The Last Door, because we have, because tis the season and all that, these kind of started by me playing Godzilla-thon things for the summer longbox videos. So we're gonna take a break here and play today's longbox video, Evil Witch Alley and the Black Hole. So hope you enjoyed that if you haven't seen it already, and if you have seen it already, watch it again because I actually really liked the comic. It's an indie one. Met the artist and writer again today. Vig and I went to I want to say we call it like Minnesota Comic-Con now, like or Fall Comic-Con now, even though it's Fall Con. That's what we call it here. We have Fall and Spring Con. Why is slow mode on? Because it's important to do that to prevent people from spamming. Anyway, I literally just watched it 5 minutes ago. Well, then you can wait another 5 minutes as we play it again. Gives you a chance to go get some popcorn, get a drink, stuff like that. Anyway, let's watch Longbox of the Damned. We'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Witchy welcome, my children! Never assume you're alone. You always have someone out there who is rooting for you, wants to be with you, wants to support and love you. Sometimes it's Muerte, but other times it's Evil Witch Alley. Jake is a teenager who lives by a bog, one that has especially dark water inside of it. Occasionally, he hears sounds coming from it, of animals getting trapped inside of it until they sink into its murky depths. Naturally, there are ghost stories about it, of the man standing on the lake who offers you riches if you step onto the water, of a ghostly reflection coming out to kill you if you stare into the water and say, "Mirror," several times. But hey, those are just ghost stories, aren't they? Besides, Jake would much rather hear about his neighbor Cal, the one he has a crush on. But he's too afraid to ask him out or anything. On Halloween night, though, while he is home alone to hand out candy to trick-or-treaters, he spots the titular witch Allie standing in the bog, beginning to sink. While she seems unconcerned about this, Jake runs out and pulls her free, her boots sinking down like so many other creatures. He needn't have been concerned, though. Allie is a witch! See, she's even got a magic ring. It changes colors and everything. Jake wants to call her parents, while she just wants to talk about how she thinks it's important to confront the unknown, so that you can learn to control it and wreak vengeance on your enemies. That's why she's here. She's heard the ghost stories about the lake and doesn't want to leave until she sees one. But they are called away by Cal's mother, who brings the two to her house. Jake finally gets to talk to Cal, and it would appear that they may indeed have some similar interests, especially when he mentions that he has indeed seen and heard ghosts in the lake. Allie, meanwhile, uses her magic ring to trace something into the basement of Cal's home. An amalgam. But then someone closes the door to the cellar, leaving her in the darkness. Cal goes to speak with his mother, and Jake overhears some of their conversation. Enough to make him think he isn't welcome, although he is indeed welcome. After all, the ghost of Allie insists that he stay. Before he can finish calling the police, Cal's mother tries to pull the cell phone from his hand, and instead gets her arm pulled off. We learn how, once upon a time, Cal hit a dog while driving and dumped its body in the bog. And the dog came back as a ghost. The amalgam made a deal with Cal, getting him to continue feeding it, but its appetite grew larger and hungrier, eventually eating his mother. If not for the ghostly recreation of said mother, his own guilt and terror might have made him flee long ago. But instead, Jake flees, dragged down by the dark bog. The amalgam is a black hole, one of loneliness and despair. The more you dump into it, the emptier it becomes. Allie finds him, but she's just as stuck as he is, her ring malfunctioning because of how powerful it has become. But Jake is special. He can hear the ghosts, follow their despair until they reach the center of the amalgam. An amalgam doesn't need anything huge to start, just a soul that dies scared and alone, that draws in other like-minded souls. Allie contains the heart of the amalgam, a dead baby bird, and reassures it that it is not alone, sealing it in her grimoire. The amalgam is defeated, Cal is arrested for the murder of his mother, and Allie leaves behind a little gift to Jake for his help. A bag of candy, though admittedly she ate a bunch of it already. Although Jake's troubles are just beginning, because without the amalgam, the ghosts need somewhere else to crash. Remember, my children, never let yourself be dragged down by your own loneliness. Moarte is always here to have some fun with you.
And we're live again.
Ooh, okay.
And that's when they made me that chief. Good story.
What a story, Dom.
Yeah, I gotta say, that was a very interesting twist there at the end.
Nice.
Yeah. Kind of the middle was a bit slow.
Well, yeah. That bit involved the most aardvarks.
Anyway, welcome back, everybody. It is Saturday Night Spooks. We are going to be playing some Last Door.
feel like
Don't
it
all
should
be excited at
last.
once.
There's a season 2.
Season 2 of The Last
Even
Door.
Last Door. Wait, I've already made that joke, haven't I?
Probably.
Hey.
All right,
Hey,
so
Lou,
Julie only managed to
our-
catch like the very beginning of the streams last time, so let's get caught up on the plot of The Last Door, shall we?
Uh-oh.
Will it give us a little synopsis in the game as well?
You know, it very well might, but I like us trying to explain this because so much happens.
You know, it's been long enough that my memory of it's really fragmented. I think at one point weren't we buried by a rude groundskeeper?
Yeah, that
and
was
then
the end of part 2. So,
Yep.
Oh man.
also
but
for
you're-
the chat, you know, people who didn't watch those the streams of season 1 of The Last Door, this is also why we got to explain this. So we play what's his face? I can never remember his name because it's such a goofy name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
their name's
last-
It's a British name, if that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, a
that's what
goofy name.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, and it's Devitt because it sounds like there's more than one character.
Yeah,
and then
Devitt. Devitt.
Oh,
his
that
name
sounds
is
like his
Devitt.
last.
He gets a
It's
letter
Divot.
from his old school chum who basically commits suicide, and we investigate his house. And after some shenanigans involving crows and cats,
So many shenanigans.
And morphine.
and morphine, you know, we can't forget the morphine.
Lewis single-handedly made all of Scotland high as a kite.
Wait a minute. The morphine was in part 2, wasn't it?
Oh, semantics.
He got his hands on some sort of drug in most chapter, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Because that
What?
was when he kept like, stabbing everybody with it.
We
Yeah.
discovered that there was some dark secret that happened back when we were in school with him. Like we were and so we go back to the school, which has now been converted into a nun hospital.
Sure.
That's the sentence.
Because that's a thing. And after we do various things at the nun hospital. We convince a nun to go run naked into the sea.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Because we made the Virgin Mary cry.
We discover a patient. The sister of a patient has been withholding letters from his wife or girlfriend. I can't remember one or the other. Because she's a jerk and doesn't like her.
And continued to carry them with her everywhere to, be
Yeah.
incriminating.
Just wanted to
Until
read over
someone,
them at all times, think about how
until
evil she
lucky us just happened to come along and point out, hey, look at that.
That thing that's 3 meters away from you that's completely changes everything about your situation.
Let's see. We unclogged a drain, which led to a series of events that eventually led us to the groundskeeper. We discovered that basically what happened was we were part of some kind of cult, and we don't remember being a part of this cult.
They were summoning Cthulhu's seagull, if I remember correctly.
We were doing something involving a crow, like some kind of giant bird god.
That's cool.
Also, everyone was dressed in rabbit hats for some reason.
Oh yeah, the Rabbit Bukaki Circle.
The
Oh.
weird Donnie Darko cosplay convention.
Yeah. Oh yes, then we followed some asynchronous noises through some mist until we got to a theater that was full of method actors.
Mm-hmm.
You can see in the screen share right now the very same masks that they were wearing. More or less, we got buried by the groundskeeper in a coffin, and then we got rescued. Had to drink sewer water because we were completely dehydrated. While
Not
we
only just
walked
that,
through
London sewer water, so that's all the hepatitis.
London
is.
sewer water too.
We were in Scotland when we were knocked out. When we were unburied, we were suddenly in London,
Oh.
which is a long way away.
And then we had to do that mist thing where we walked through the mist to try to find these noises. The problem being that the noises in the game were not matching up with the captions.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to wait until we actually had to very closely listen to the noises to know what the hell we were doing. Because it was like
Which only you could hear.
Because we can't hear any sound.
Yeah.
The season 1 plot walkthrough I read was much simplified from this.
Oh, you
and-
should have been
and
there.
then we end up in another house. I can just barely remember what happened during that one.
Oh, that's right. There was a clock that was on its side, wasn't
Yes,
there?
there was a clock that was on its side that we had to reconfigure in order to because the clocks in the house were all matched up. We needed to get the clock to a certain time, and it was a weird puzzle thing. We figured that out.
It was the only way to snap your friend out of his comatose. He was sitting in a wheelchair, just like dead to the world, absolutely comatose, until his cuckoo clock went off or something like that, and then
Right.
he woke up and you went to his drug dungeon.
Well,
But before that, we saw the dude with the mannequin, and he was in love with it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, the man wanted to bang his mannequin, and then we made a violin turn into a tree because of a Greek myth. and then that led us to back out the sewer, and then there was a bird through the keyhole, and then
Which was very spooky.
and then I got scared, and yeah, I don't know what's happening anymore.
It's like you all had the same fever dream, and now you're describing it.
The best
Also-
part is this is all accurate about stuff that happened.
Yes, it is.
This video game has everything.
And I can't remember what the cliffhanger, how it ended. I can't
Oh yeah,
remember.
the two German psychiatrists.
Yeah,
Yes.
it would just randomly cut to
Basically,
scenes.
during all of this, Devitt's psychiatrist has been talking with another dude. I can't remember who he is.
It's the psychiatrist, I think.
Yeah, basically, they're tracing my steps, trying to get, Devitt's steps, I should say. So they're trying to trace our steps to figure out what happened to him.
Right.
So,
For some reason, the accent went from German to Scottish and back again. I have no idea how that happened.
Yes.
oh, that's right. We went into the drug den, and then we had to, like, inject drugs into the one dude.
But of course.
I
Well,
can't
then he
remember why we had to
injects it
do
into you.
that, but okay.
And everyone in the chat is pointing out the blood light bulb.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
and the blood light
right.
bulb, because
That's how that works.
we had to develop We had to develop some photography, and in a photographer's darkroom. And in a darkroom, you need a red light bulb. So we took a regular light bulb, dipped it in blood, and boom! Suddenly, red room.
It's like one of those like how to do videos, only terrible.
How to make a budget red light bulb. Fine. Shove
Yeah.
it deep inside a deer.
5
And
photo
then,
hacks you must try.
And then after it developed, it quite literally exploded. And then
But then
Yeah.
I thought it was Devitt who got hot, who was shot up in the
it
dungeon, wasn't it? So we
it
ended
was.
we ended the chapter with him just like tripping balls more than
Yeah, that was weird. I mean, he gets into the dungeon. We think we're going to get the mystery solved. And then he sits down and is like, all right, hit me. I don't get it.
Which is why, and then we discovered there was, in fact, a second season, which is what we're here for now. Are we ready for The Last Door Season 2?
I believe
Bring it.
we're
my
caught up.
body is ready.
Yes, we're gonna be.
We'll try to fill in
I'm
any
so
gaps that we can
intimidated,
remember
I
along
gotta
the way.
say.
And, of course, the game will probably give us a recap. It's been doing that every chapter.
Well, this could just say season 2 for season 1. Go play it.
All right.
It's the collector's edition. He spared no expense.
Mm.
Mm.
All right, I'm going to turn up the music volume a bit.
Does that mean it's going to be 2 pixels or 1 bit instead of 2 bits, or 2 bits instead of 1 bit? Hey, you got a super chat.
Oh. Hey, everyone was wondering if you've ever watched / heard of Ace Lightning or Legends of Treasure Island back in the day.
Nope.
I'm afraid not. That sounds cool though.
Nope.
I want to say I've heard of Legends of Treasure Island, but I cannot recall specifically. I'm sorry to say.
If Ace Lightning's anything like Ace Rimmer, it sounds good.
Oh, by the way, the name The Last Door comes from a thing. It basically comes like the door to another dimension where our crow god lives. Hi, Lewis. Best and worst Silent Hill game. Best Silent Hill game is Silent Hill 2. Worst Silent Hill game, probably Silent Hill Origins.
Which one's the one where, like, depending on the choices you make with the psychiatrist, it makes the game spookier?
Shattered Memories.
That one.
Your favorite?
No, it's just the only one that I know that exists.
My
that I
favorite's
played.
that one demo that didn't become anything in the end.
PT.
Yeah. That was pretty spooky.
It was pretty spooky, and then Konami then Konami was Konami, and Konami is the worst.
Yeah.
Horror preference: suspense, psychological slasher, ambient, gothic, Jungian. I'm assuming that's Jungian or classic. Mostly ambient for me. Usually, I like supernatural horror stories, especially. I don't really like real life killers. In terms of slasher movie characters, Michael Myers is actually my least favorite because he's technically not supernatural.
He can absorb an inhuman amount of damage.
Yeah, I mean, this is why I say technically.
I like thrillers or mysteries, but like.
Yeah,
my
mystery.
favorite horrors are the ones I'm not obliged to watch.
Oh yeah. Also, Michael Myers' supernatural power mystery driver's license. Like he was in like prison. From when he was a kid, drives an ambulance perfectly.
He drives multiple times in the franchise. Also, cook me a kipper, I'll be back for supper. That is not the catchphrase, but I don't know if you're just deliberately playing with that.
It's stoke me a clipper, I'll be back for Christmas.
Stoke me a clipper.
That's the one.
Michael Myers is totally supernatural. I mean, technically, considering he took like 6 bullets to the face and still survived.
I like how every time we do a chat with you, hun, there's always someone who assumes you're film brain.
That's racist.
All right, let's do this. New game.
Apologies for my dogs in the background.
Okay.
Previously on The Last Door.
I'd love if this was just a door.
Jeremiah Devitt, alerted by the suicide and mysterious letter of his friend Anthony Beechworth, went in search for the memories of his past that he had lost.
Oh, I'll be right back. I need to let my dogs out.
Cool.
Devitt discovered that in school he had taken part in a strange experiment. Its goal was to peek through the veil, the thin line between common reality and the world of horror and madness that lies beyond, under the watch of the Eye of the Bird. We like birds.
Bird.
Bird is the word.
It was Delabird all along.
What game is this? Do you not see the video description which says the name of the game? We do this every week, guys.
What game is this? The Last Door.
During his search, he was inoculated with the drug that they had used back then. The serum made Devitt's mind travel for a few hours to the dreamlike realm of the Veil. There, he met his old classmate, Alexandra Dupre, who urged Devitt to join his cause and cross with him to the realm of the Bird. When Devitt woke up from his trance, he found himself deeply convinced by his friend's words. Oh yeah, dude, I'm totally up for being part of the Bird God Veil thing.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
As long as there's snacks, I'm up for anything.
I got nothing else going on this weekend. When Devitt woke up from his trance, he found himself deeply convinced by his friends. He traveled to Bray's house where he discovered his friend had dosed himself with a new serum, leaving a catatonic body behind. This new drug was capable of transporting the mind permanently to the Veil and beyond.
Oh, is that what that was? I didn't.
I like how it's giving an actual description of what happened because we don't fucking remember.
All the feedback was just like, why did we shoot up drugs? It's magic drugs, damn you.
Finally, Devitt found a vial of the serum and had it injected. He met his friend again in the Veil, and together they walked through the Last Door, entering a world forbidden to human eyes.
So, there's morphine, cocaine, and then magic dimensional drugs, and nothing in between in this world.
Nope.
No, there's no 420 Veil it.
Yeah, or just like nothing.
420 Veil it.
Yeah. I was really worried y'all were just going to ignore that as the funniest thing I've ever said.
I was giggling.
Wow. They changed. Endar mentions that they changed the engine for Season 2 to Unity. I do kind of notice that when I first loaded the game up, there was a bunch of options they gave available to me. So this will be interesting to see how this plays out compared to the first game.
Was the first game its own engine?
I think so, yeah. Devitt's therapist, Dr. John Wakefield, worried by his patient's disappearance and strange visions, had sought the help of his colleague Professor Johann Kaufmann, an expert in the occult. Oh yeah, because I remember one of them was German.
Oh yeah.
Johann Kaufmann. Film Brain is the Dom?
Yes, we've been secretly the same person this whole time.
You could just say John Kaufman. We're in America. No, I'm fucking with you.
We'll call him Johann.
Johann.
Johann Kaufmann.
Kaufmann.
And I'm back.
Searching Anthony Beechworth's house, Wakefield and Kaufman found a disturbing returned letter in which Anthony had tried to warn Alexandra Dupre of what could happen if the door was opened. He feared something from the other side might then come to ours.
Yeah.
I mean, when you open a door, you're supposed to close it again. It's just polite.
There was that one room full of like murder crows.
Murder crows.
Oh yeah, and our old preschool teacher set himself on fire. Forgot about that.
Well, no, wait, he blinded himself and
That's
then set
right.
himself on fire.
Yeah. We were really bad at remembering scriptures. It was
Yeah.
Anticipatory music.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, come here.
Too much information.
They mostly come at night.
Mostly.
Glad you got there first. Little known fact: John Carpenter is doing the piano here. Is that serious or not?
I mean, I hope so.
That would be freaking amazing if he was.
I imagine if he did, his name would be much bigger on the credits. It'd be like on the front of the case and everything.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think he does some music as like a hobby, so maybe. But I don't know.
He does. Music is actually one of the big things he did.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen that Big Trouble in Little China music video.
That's
I know.
right. Well, for movie night, we watched for the beginning of martial arts movie night. We watched Big Trouble in Little China, and there's a music video associated with the movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which of course John Carpenter is in there playing music.
Naturally. Yeah.
Anyway, they are coming. Each one of these chapters starts off with us playing someone else and doing weird things. The very first one was us playing Alexander Dupre committing suicide.
Haven't all the opening people died?
I think so, yeah.
It's like Game of Thrones up in here.
Not the last one.
All right.
Well, not that we could verify.
None of us could prepare for this.
Are we playing a nun?
Oh no.
I don't think so.
I think it's just a school teacher.
It looks like a governess, yeah.
Governess.
I see nothing wrong with this.
This can only go well.
Mary Poppins Returns is much darker than I expected.
The visions screaming were merely a warning. You know, this reminds me of the fact I just watched Night of the Living Dead 1990 recently, and it's really good.
Mm.
Is that the original black and white one? Or?
No, the color remake that what's his face made, the special effects guy.
Oh right, yeah.
And is that the one that remakes the plot of the original Night of the Living Dead?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I like that one a lot.
It's really good, and Patricia Tallman is amazing in it, and I love her from Babylon 5. So, and of course, in the original movie, Barbara is just a load. So seeing her get to be badass is just amazing. Because like the guy, I can't remember his name, like the older or white guy who's all like, "Grr, I know what's right for everyone else. These people aren't dead; they're just like disease." And she just like shoots a zombie multiple times. Is he dead yet? Is he dead yet?
No. Oh, then I haven't seen that one, but that sounds awesome.
Okay, now board up the last window.
Ah.
Oh, whoops, I tripped over myself. Can't see.
Taking a sweet time boarding up all these windows.
Look, she's
also not doing like a particularly good job.
Well, I don't think woodwork's been on her resume until now.
Yeah, curtains.
Hammering
I
planks.
was saying, she could have just hung up some curtains.
Really, it's faster.
She's not taking any pride in her work. She's not like putting up like a decorative thing around this boarding up against zombie invasion.
Fair enough.
They are coming.
Knitting lace takes time.
Well, all right, logo.
Yep. Okay.
Oh,
hey, the
God,
Terror
we're
of Death's
playing Last
back.
Door again. Yes, Terror of Death we are.
Yep.
Good to see you, man.
Oh, we get a different intro this time. We don't have the creepy crows.
I miss the
Season
crows.
2. We can afford a new intro. What is your favorite old network fall jingle? Jungle?
Jingle. The thing is supposed to be jingle.
It does say jungle. My
does say
favorite
jungle?
jungle is the
I'm sure it's
Amazon.
supposed to be jingle, but unfortunately nothing immediately comes to mind. I always liked, in terms of like jingles for any particular network and whatnot, I always like Fox's sports thing. Do-do-do, 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 do-do-do-do.
There's our crow.
There's
Yay.
Hello, crow friend.
It wouldn't have been the same without a sexy crow. I mean a crow.
The Last Door.
Season 2.
That
This
sexy
time even
crow
Gloria.
fan service.
Godzilla family, do we have to have super chat get questions answered? Not necessarily, but I'm gonna notice them more because you're paying money, and I'm definitely gonna do it if you pay money. I just arrived. What did I miss? Old lady
How
boarded
much?
up her windows.
We completely failed to cohesively reenact the last game. So,
Thankfully, they provided a summary.
Rose,
Well-
Lewis, have you watched Tales from the Crypt? I have. I keep thinking I'm gonna do a top 15 list for it, and I never get around to it. Last night I had the nightmare again. I actually have assembled the list. I just have to write out the script. But this time it was different. This time he talked to me.
he was like third to me.
Ooh, are we playing Devitt or are we someone else now?
I don't think we're the same dude. He's got a different, like, hairstyle and everything.
Someone's
It's
also
gonna take some
just
getting
killed any
used.
hostages. What have you been doing in these games?
This is gonna take some getting used to again. I'm so used to now the Star Trek controls where I have to look in my inventory with right clicks and whatnot.
Fair enough.
Oh my goodness, I'd love if they did like Captain Cook in the last door. That'd be so weird.
I thought we already beat this game 2 months ago. We beat Season 1. There is a second season. Lewis, do you have a favorite DC villain? Not really. Maybe the Anti-Monitor. Dom, what did you think of Homeworld Desert of Karak?
Didn't play it. Was interested, but I got busy. I can't remember. That's the one that's like 2-dimensional. So I think I'd missed the 3-dimensional space, but it is on my to-play list.
I walked aimlessly as if I were lost. Yeah, no kidding.
That's what that means.
Yeah.
I wasn't really lost. I just didn't want to go there.
Then I could hear it. The broken trumping on the wet cobblestones. The familiar sound of approaching, limping footsteps.
Ka-thunk, ka-thunk, ka-thunk.
Crutch steps approach.
Oh, fuck. It's Tiny Tim again.
Oh no, it's the guys from Monty Python.
I'm clicking. Nothing's happening.
Mischief City Walker.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Ah!
Hey, hey,
Bring
hello.
out
Well.
you did! Then, as before, he stood in front of me, gazing unrelentlessly, like he was expecting something.
We'll break the other leg.
Well, he's holding out his hand, so maybe some spare change?
Yeah, give him a quarter.
Yeah. Farming.
This time he spoke. Give me back what he took. Nothing else.
I will have my copy of The Legend of Zelda back, even if it kills me.
Give me back what he took.
I liked it better in the other voice.
My virginity.
Soft rain, birds.
Head desk.
So who are we playing as?
Don't know. I'm assuming we'll find out soon. I'm pretty sure it's not Devitt. Maybe the psychologist.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what they.
Well, that's bad, because it means the psychologist is insane, too.
Oh,
Well,
good.
they're
Maybe
figuring out
we'll
something
play
about the
Johan.
bird.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, Johan.
Well, at least we get more Lovecraftian goodness.
Yep.
What time is it? Time
More
to get
importantly-
up. You're wasting the day away, man.
Time to get a watch. Ha ha.
Burn.
Dawn already. It is time.
It is time. Soon.
For
Time
breakfast.
Time for delicious breakfast with the family.
Eggs on toast.
And it was a lovely day.
Horse
and
clopping.
Ka-tunk, ka-tunk, ka-tunk.
You're just banging
Introductory
two coconuts together.
music.
Ooh. Sweet
It was
horse
several months
pixels.
since Kaufman and I found that mysterious letter in Anthony Beechworth's house. A letter never sent, with a cryptic warning of what would happen if a certain door were opened. It bore only the name of the addressee, Alexander Dupre. And we'll get to the super chats after we finish this segment. We're actually in control of again.
Lou, you're kind of fading out a little bit at the end of your sentences there.
Yeah.
We felt sure Dupre was key to finding my patient and friend, Jeremiah Devitt, who had disappeared in such strange circumstances. Troubled by the death of his friend Anthony, Devitt had visited the school of his childhood and had never been seen again. Kaufman soon conveyed to me his deep concerns and warned that I should conduct any investigations with the utmost discretion. He pursued his own research, though his thoughts and methods remained a secret. In his last letter, he requested that I visit East Hill Lunatic Asylum in London. There were reasons to believe that Alexander had been institutionalized there for many years. I was asked to confirm this hypothesis and, if it proved correct, to gather whatever other information might arise.
Apparently, this is before the fucking telephone. Was he a patient there? Yes. Well, good. Was he? Saves me so much time.
I was like, well, I guarantee this is going to be like, well, the records are down in the spooky basement, so go help yourself.
Is this supposed to be a map of London? That's a
Whoa.
fried egg.
It's a very
So I
unhelpful
had the
mall
Millennium
map.
Dome. Fuck, that place sucked.
I can't believe we have an overmap.
I think you're right, actually. I can click on it.
London looks too pixelated.
Season 2, Episode 1, The Playwright.
That's actually-
It's a scene from above.
Busy street. Ugh. So this is East Hill Lunatic Asylum. I hope I can find information on Alexander Dupre here.
That's kind of they employed the crazy people outside as newspaper boys.
Same old stuff found in St. Ives. News on the case of the dead ambassador.
There's this one guy who just thinks he's a newspaper boy, so we just made him one.
You're holding up a
Let's
toilet
new
seat
Prime
now.
Minister.
We're reading it backwards, sir.
Oh yeah, and you
Boy,
still do
boy,
have
boy.
2 super chats.
Oh yeah, so we're in control now. Let's can you read back the super chat starting with the $10 one? I believe is what that one was.
You'd like me to read it?
Yes, please,
Oh,
because I don't have access to it right now.
Sure thing. It's weird that there has been no horror film featuring an Obanje. It's an Igbo monster that induces miscarriage and SIDS.
Oh, dear.
The only way to kill it is to cut up your child properly or else.
I can see why they didn't make that a movie.
I mean, that's... even for horror, maybe there's some stuff that a lot of creators aren't ready to write a story about.
Yeah.
Next one down is Remember Reading Rainbow or The Magic School Bus.
Yeah. I don't remember much about what Reading Rainbow actually was. I just remember the theme song.
Reading Rainbow is basically LeVar Burton talking about books.
Oh, yeah. It was pretty great. I remember it.
Pretty awesome.
Hell yeah.
On that vein, do you remember 321 Contact, Lewis?
I remember of it. I don't think I ever watched it.
I mean, I think I knew I watched it, but it was so boring I don't remember a thing.
You know what I watched? I watched Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
And
that
Wishbone.
was pretty good.
Last one is, might I suggest that new British animated series on Netflix called Hilda? It's based on an acclaimed series of graphic novels of the same name.
I'll try to check it out at some point. Otherwise, Emerald Mewtwo just put one up. How do you like in the Cyberman mask? Does it fit better? It'll fit a lot better once I get a haircut. Which, by the way, I hope people, that when I get a haircut in the next week or so, I hope people don't, complain about story continuity in the storyline segments, because this stuff is just getting out of control.
You know, you
can't see it very well because of the static effect on the webcam, but I would step outside for 2 minutes and I'm just like Pippi Longstocking over here.
You're like one of Hell's Angels.
Actually, by the time period, it's probably a telegraph you're thinking of, Kaluna.
Oh, well.
Hey, Linkara, as someone wanting to start Star Trek, what's your recommendation for viewing order? Depends on what you're looking for. You can watch Next Generation without needing to watch a single episode of TOS. There's characters and bits from TOS that occasionally reappear, but it's a little bit more modern. Problem is, seasons 1 and 2 of Next Generation are kind of bad.
Yeah.
There are some good ones in there, but most of it is just really bad and awkward. The original series is good, but at times very campy, and it's a bit overwritten in parts. I would not recommend DS9 or Voyager until you've watched other series before. You can wait on Enterprise forever.
Yeah.
Hey, Linkara, do you plan to see Venom in theaters? Probably not.
Do
I'm just not interested, although Dom gives it his ringing endorsement.
He's not even being, ironic. He actually enjoyed it.
I do want to see it, just because I started reading some Venom during the past year, but I am not expecting the best.
It was fine. That's the best I can give it.
I'm going in low
Okay,
low
before we
expectations.
continue, there's a non-super chat question. Which episodes from each Star Trek series would be perfect for October? There are, in fact, several episodes which would be perfect.
I can think of 2 right off the bat.
In terms of the original series, there is, in fact, a Halloween episode of Star Trek. It is goofy and stupid as hell, but it's fun if you're into something that's trying way too hard.
Yes, that is a great episode.
Next Generation has a few episodes that I would call very suspenseful and kind of horror-y, including Where Silence Has Least, which is the source of the infamous Worf. There's one bridge! One bridge!
Ah, yes.
There is... I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's the one with everyone being unable to dream.
Night Terrors.
Night Terrors,
Ooh.
where everyone is unable to dream, and because they can't reach REM sleep, they are hallucinating all the time, and a lot of the imagery is pretty scary.
Ooh.
There's also Genesis, which is the science of that episode is dumb and ridiculous as all hell, but it's got some nice body horror.
Spider Barkley.
Spider
Oh,
Barkley.
yeah, yes.
DS9 has, I can't remember it's the one where they're on Empok Nor.
I know the name of that episode. It's called Empok Nor.
Oh, it's just Empok Nor.
Yes.
That one is kind of a slasher movie.
We're in America, in Packner. I'm sorry.
Voyager had Macrocosm, I think was the name of the episode, which was kind of an action-y aliens type of thing. I thought it was pretty good.
That was more of a rip on First Contact, I think.
It was, but wasn't a bad rip on First Contact.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Dom, how in the hell do you like the Venom movie? It sucks.
Oh, don't be a hater.
Anyway, I think that, I like that. Enterprise actually has a zombie episode.
It's a Halloween episode. It premiered on Halloween week, if not Halloween night.
Yeah.
It is called Impulse.
Impulse, yes, where basically there's a disease. They're in a weird region of space, and this mineral that usually can protect ships from spatial anomalies basically degenerates the Vulcan brain and basically turns them into zombies.
Ugh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Barge of the Dead for Voyager is more of
It's a character piece. It's not really a horror thing.
Yeah, I mean, it explores the Klingon underworld, but it is more of a character piece.
You could technically say Regeneration is kind of a horror movie, but not so much. Basically, it does play up on some horror things, but maybe if you've never seen the Borg before.
That was Borg, all Borg.
Anyway, let's actually get to the game here. We're like a half.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Anyway,
He's been staring at this newspaper man for 10 minutes.
He's been so amazing.
Paper
Gosh.
Russell. Okay. Good morning. I like to purchase newspaper. What can I help you with this building? Goodbye, boy.
Just walk up to him, just say goodbye, boy, is your opening statement.
Bye.
We get a newspaper.
Boy.
Oh God.
Yes, sir. It's 6 pence.
Whip off. I'll clout you about the head.
I'm afraid I don't have 6 pence. Can you make change for a shilling? I'm sorry, I can't, sir. But you know where to find me when you have the coins.
Oh my God.
How's my accent?
I'm only dreaming of your death slightly.
So about a 2 out of a 10.
Pip, pip, cheerio!
Oh, no, you stepped over the line. We have more.
I'm awful. I'm sorry, sir. All right, so we can't afford newspaper because we have too much money.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, it's just...
the harsh problems of being rich.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about this building? The asylum? I've never been inside. Actually, Dom, you want to do the voice?
All right. What are we going? We're going for like classic newsy.
Yeah, classic newsy, especially Cockney newsy.
The asylum? I've never been inside. I hope I never will. It's full of crazies, you know.
Well, yeah, that's what an asylum is. Have you
I
seen
thought it was
anything?
going to be an asylum, but it's full of crazies.
Have you seen anything unusual around here?
There was a bloke who came up to me and started with, "Hello, boy." Hi, boy. No, maybe if you bought a newspaper, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Can we just offer to buy the whole thing?
Yeah, just give me all your newspapers.
Yeah, just don't make change.
Share of Death had a super chat, which unfortunately has gone off my screen. If someone could read that.
What about the one Voyager episode where they're all being secretly experimented on?
I wouldn't call that one horror either.
No.
It's science fiction, I will give you that.
There's that one episode of The Next Gen where the aliens were doing the same thing. They were kidnapping them and like chopping their legs off and sewing them back on.
Oh,
that's right. That one.
Schisms, I think it was that
Yes.
the name of the episode?
That wasn't treated as
Schisms.
horror. I think that the concept of that is pretty horrifying. But
There is
no
one
one
scene
actually
of
that
it which
bothered
is
by it.
really horror. Which is
The
horror.
holodeck scene. The holodeck scene is truly terrifying.
Yeah. But that one's not a horror episode, but it definitely has horror elements.
Mm-hmm.
Got the carriage here. Oh, we can leave.
You can always
I
wait
wonder
just
if
to
this is
speak
different.
music.
This is going to be a different format than the chapter things.
Yeah. I mean, if the door's open, presumably we can go in.
It's going for
The
like a
door's
Discworld.
open. Let's go.
Fair enough. It's daytime.
This ain't Divot. This guy's got his own carriage, yo. He can go anywhere he wants.
He's also going in the daytime, which is less.
This isn't Divot. This is the Shrink.
This is the
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's not because Divot was just a loser who had to walk everywhere. This guy's got his own carriage with like spinning
I'm wondering
rims
how
and
many
shit.
people in the chat got
Oh.
my joke there.
Was it a joke?
The door's open. Let's go. It's a reference.
Ah. Sound like your Picard voice.
It's actually my Liam Neeson because it's it's from the Phantom Menace N64 game. I can't remember what console it was for.
Oh yeah, I played that.
It's 64. You just said it.
I want to say it's N64. It might have been like PlayStation.
Oh, gotcha.
If you guys could take any character from comics and throw them into another company, DC character, Marvel, for example, what team would you put them on?
Oh gosh.
Everyone says that Firestorm is very much a Marvel style character, so I could see him operating with the Avengers.
I want to take Harry Potter and put him in the Predator universe. See how that plays out.
All right, we are in the asylum, and our name is actually Dr. Wakefield.
You know what? Yeah, just toss Garfield into
So
Marvel and see what happens.
That is the psychologist then.
Oh my, good morning. Forgive my manners. Actually, Kaluna, why don't you do this voice?
I don't know. I like Fat Grandma.
Oh, that wasn't my fat grandma. Oh my, good morning. Forgive my manners. I get so excited when we have visitors. We don't get many these days, and certainly we are lacking experts like you. Sounds almost sarcastic.
I'll read the rest.
What do you mean you lack experts?
Every year we get less funding from the Crown. First the doctors started to leave, then it was the caretakers. Now very few remain. But we have a responsibility to our poor patients, do we not? We must care for them. They cannot be out living with the proper people. We must keep ourselves safe. And our patients too, of course.
This bitch is ableist. That's what she is.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the healthcare in the UK has really gone downhill during this time period.
Fucking Brexit, man. Yeah.
We had the nun hospital, which was very understaffed and dealing with issues, and now just like they're losing funding for the Institute for the Criminally Insane.
Yep.
Oh, should I have had her accent be English?
Yeah.
I mean, it was better for our relationship that you didn't.
Thanks, honey. I love you too.
I'm looking for a man who used to be a patient here a few years ago. His name is Alexandre Dupre. Did you perchance ever meet him?
Alexandra Dupre. Yes, there was one with a foreign name. She's also racist. I remember something of him. A good man, if I recall correctly. An educated man. But there was something strange about him, wasn't there? I believe it scared some of the other patients. You never know with this lot. I'm sorry, I can't remember much. There have been so many people here. It's hard to keep track.
I have to deal with that Renfield fellow, and he's been a real problem with the bugs.
Or a solution with the bugs.
Have you worked here for long?
Yes, a long time. I can scarcely remember how many years. Time goes slowly in here, and the isolation... The rules don't allow us to leave. I don't know what is happening in the world anymore, but we have our duty, do we not? Who else will care for our patients? So
You're not allowed to leave?
She doesn't get to leave? No one? She's the I don't think she's I think she's a crazy person. I don't think
I'm starting to think she's a patient.
That's what I'm thinking.
Doris, are you pretending to work here again?
Terror of death, yes, patients, or should I say test subjects for the time period. May I request access to the Institute's archives? There should be some information there about the man I'm looking for, Mr. Dupre.
I am sorry, Doctor, but the archives are private. We must not allow anyone to access them without the proper authority. Many of our patients come from good families, you see, and we take great care to respect their privacy. But do not look so crestfallen. You would not find much in any case. It is a long time since they have been organized.
Huh.
British spelling.
I'm gonna say, yeah.
You guys spell it with a
You guys
S.
stick Z's in places where they don't belong.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, did you say organized?
It's because C.
Yeah, because everything is said phonetically.
Well, because an S could either be a C sound or a Z sound, so good.
So Z's can be okay in there.
You guys, you fought an entire revolution just so you could spell things with a Z and no U.
Yes, that's the whole reason for the revolution. No other reason.
Because it's about me and not you.
No other reason.
Ever seen Ants or Disney's Pinocchio?
Yes.
I saw both like years and years ago when I was a kid.
No and yes in my case.
I did not particularly care for ants.
Really?
Pinocchio was pretty spooky.
I liked Ants a lot. And there was the battle scene with the termites was like, yeah, boy.
I don't like
Woody Allen.
Yeah.
I don't like
Woody Allen all that much, and he's the main
Okay,
character.
well, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
This must be
Disney's
a recreational
Pinocchio
game
is-
where patients relax and pass the time. Perhaps here I can find someone who met Alexander Dupre while he was institutionalized.
Oh, there's a dude in a proper military
Yeah, I was
uniform.
going to say, it looks like Napoleon over there.
Wearing a worn-out military, lost in God knows what thoughts. Oh God, it's Trelane!
He's thinking about
No. Trelane.
I do say, Colonel Cook.
You know what though? Trelane is shockingly more tolerable than Q. I don't know how, but
It's because he's fun.
there you go.
Excuse me, sir. I cannot help but notice your uniform. Were you in the army? Game show reviewer, why don't you do this?
All right. Leave me alone. You do not want to talk to a coward such as myself.
Okay, bye. I
Love your
I exclusively only talk to cowards.
A cheerful
Oh, come on.
pastoral
You give
scene.
me you give me the one guy who has one line. Jeez.
He's
Look,
so
how was I
interesting.
supposed to know that?
I had to be a prepubescent newsie.
I mean, I could be the prepubescent newsie if you want.
You know,
That sounded-
out of context.
Yeah. I will be-
Context, it's everything.
The warm decoration of this room suggests a great deal of sensitivity to the patient's moral needs, but not them feeling like cowards, apparently.
Hey, someone else.
A variety of old-fashioned landscapes that portray nature as tame and welcoming.
I know it's-
Melancholic music.
I know it's difficult to see with all the pixelation, but isn't that the woman from the intro?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like it.
Good morning, madam. My name is Wakefield. I'm looking for a former patient of this institution. Julie, why don't you do this one?
I have to do the purple?
Yeah.
Yes.
The rumbling.
He doesn't seem to have noticed me.
Oh, okay.
It's not like she's about to intro for like a wrestler, like the rumbling.
Madam, if I may persist, have you been living here for long?
The rumbling.
Yes.
He's coming to take your belt.
I'm looking for a former patient of this hospital. You may have met him.
An eyeless gaze.
I'm looking for a man called Alexander Dupre. Look, man you may have met.
I have to say, I love this guy's
Snack.
optimism. No matter how like crazy her responses are, he keeps asking questions.
He's not a very good psychiatrist.
Mutton chop style sort of
A
amount.
strong reaction upon hearing Mr. Dupre's name. She must have at least met him. How can I get her to talk to me?
Make her uncrazy. Good job.
Morphine's the answer.
Need to get some morphine around here. Good morning. I am a psychiatrist, Dr. Wakefield. Quite an impressive institution you have here. Can I ask for your assistance? I'm looking for a former patient of this institution. His name is Dupre. I'm sorry, sir. I have never heard of that name before. I've run out of people to give lines to.
Admire my mutton chops.
Maybe I could ask one of your senior colleagues. Well, you could ask Miss Riswell in the entrance hall. She has been here for years, maybe for too long. You know, we caretakers live here with the patients, and we are not allowed to leave the asylum's premises. Oh God, I'm so hungry.
You started eating the
You know,
patients.
I've eaten so many
No.
patients.
Okay, so he'll give us what we need. We just gotta bring him some Taco Bell.
As life can get you if you don't take proper care, I try to keep as much distance as possible from the lunatics.
He says, standing immediately next to one.
I kind of feel like he chose the wrong profession.
The asylum is quite big, but I can't help noticing there aren't many patients around. Well,
Yes,
we couldn't
I eat
afford to
them all.
have more background characters in the game.
I got hungry.
Well, apart from those in the isolation ward, it is true that there are not many patients at present, but there are even fewer of us caretakers now. Oh, accidentally clicked off the game. We are only there for three for the whole hospital. What I've been told, in the old times, the income was enough to provide for everything we needed. A complete staff, proper accommodation for the patients, and the best doctors. But as the
That was
newer,
before
bigger,
the Hunger
regional
Games started.
asylums were built, the Crown support was gradually withdrawn from East Hill. Soon everyone started leaving, and this is what remains. So basically they modernized the hospitals, and that's why no one's going to these ones
The
anymore.
fancy
Yeah.
asylums with all their doctors and medicine.
With all their medical licenses.
And their paid vacation time.
What is the
Ooh.
worst candy to get when trick-or-treating? Nickel nip bottles confuse me, and personally, I can't remember. Can't see
What's the
it.
one that the guy got in Trick or Treat that killed him? That's probably the worst one.
That was poison.
Ah.
Fruit or any kind of non-candy related item, like
Yeah, like apple slices and like things that come in the little like packages.
This Halloween, I'm going to give out toothbrushes like in Buffy.
Oh, man.
I think the worst thing I ever got on Halloween one year was a little pamphlet about Jesus.
Ha!
I got a chick tract too, and it was about how Buddhists are going to hell.
Oh.
Well,
Oh,
of
okay.
course, because
Dole fun-size salads.
Oh.
Wow.
Have you seen those? Have you seen that picture?
Yeah, I
No.
thought that was a joke.
It is a joke. That would be
Fortunately-
the worst thing.
God.
I have
Okay.
been incredibly lucky with my Halloween candy. I don't think I've ever gotten anything truly heinous, that you shouldn't be giving out. With the exception being almond joys, because almond joys are the frickin' worst.
Mm.
I also hate when they get
Nipple wafers
a
are pretty
popcorn
bad.
ball because there's no way to eat a popcorn ball without it disintegrating into your hand.
Mm.
You're right. You're right. I always just thought the ones I got were wrong.
I've never actually had a popcorn ball before.
Likewise.
Yeah, it's just like a stale ball of popcorn. It's unfortunate.
Ugh.
Yeah.
A rock.
I got
Chat.
a rock.
I'll leave you with your work. Well, thank you in any case. I will leave you your work in peace.
Please don't leave me.
I'm so lonely.
I've eaten so many patients. I got no friends left.
I just want a cheeseburger.
Rattle. Oh god, it's a mirror room.
Yay!
Why would you put a mirror room in an asylum?
I was hoping he was a vampire.
Unusually large mirror.
No
Wow.
kidding, it takes up the whole side of the room.
This-
Like,
Oh, yeah. Let's put a large, smashable, shard-making object in the asylum.
yes, let's
Yeah.
put a giant mirror in a place where people can't tell the difference between, fiction and reality.
A
mhm.
glass jar full of a transparent liquid that may or may not be water. There is a coin resting at the bottom. I should just
Drink it,
reach my
get the
hand
coin.
inside of this. I'm sure it's not acid.
Probably not.
No, drink it. That's the only logical thing.
You know,
Put in
it's-
inventory.
yeah, yoink.
No, it was water.
Well, we got a coin.
Yeah, so
I
it's
really-
probably.
Ooh, the newsboy.
Is that a sixpence?
It's a shilling. We need a shilling.
No,
Well,
we
we
had
have
a shilling.
We need a
Oh,
sixpence.
oh, gotcha. Okay.
Looks like
Because-
a therapy log.
Because,
It looks like a therapy
British
log.
currency.
Oh yeah, I love therapy logs.
From like 200 years
Fun
ago.
fact.
Let's see. December 25th, 1891. Mr. Rowan's condition has degenerated since the last session. He is restless as if the morphine. Morphine!
Morphine!
Drugs.
Take a shot for morphine.
Ever tried any model kits like Bandai or Koto Bikia?
Koto
I
Bikia.
did do
No.
some Star Trek model kits back in the day. I wonder if I still have I had like a Romulan cruiser that was old school TOS one that was pretty good. I had at the very least a Romulan, a Klingon bird of prey somewhere. Don't know whatever happened to it.
I am currently
we were spray
building.
painting some D&D figures earlier.
I am currently in the middle of building a 1 to 400 scale RMS Titanic model.
Nice.
Fucking hell.
And some fans sent me some Gundam models. Pace and dose to the
I ha-
double to no effect.
I had a model Enterprise that followed me around everywhere, including university. That was fun.
Mm.
Dr. Weddall has been attacked and bitten in the face.
Oh dear.
4 men were needed to subdue the patient, Mr. Rowan. 3 markings were found in his body upon examination. Self-harm is a possible cause.
Really?
Self-harm
Never-
was the cause of him biting a dude's face.
That
I
sounds like
would-
another person harm.
Mr. Rowan is getting better day by day, both physically and mentally. His habits have changed considerably. Now he only bites them on the arm. He now shows an interest in religion and spends his time murmuring prayers, albeit ones unknown to my colleagues and me. What does
Yeah, it's not
Cthulhu Fatan
creepy.
mean?
Yeah.
See, is that the same?
Yells Kapla!
therapy
Over
log?
and over again.
Same one.
Okay, well, we got the sixpence. I'm trying to see if there's anything else we can click on.
Now we're
There's
done
a
reading
big piece
people's...
of metal holding the window open.
Take it.
Oh, this is gonna be
Yep.
good.
Take.
Oh.
What the?
Whoa.
Moldy. Oh, it's one of those two-way mirrors you can see in the dark, through in the dark.
Oh no.
There's a man on the other side, heavily restrained, desperately trying to free himself. He has an expression of unbearable horror on his face.
Yeah, you can tell because he has no face. Okay.
I'd rather not scratch it with the coin.
I thought we were trying to break it.
That's what I'm trying
Yeah,
to do.
Use the other metal, the piece of metal, maybe.
I tried, didn't work.
All right. Well, okay. Let's keep exploring and see what we find.
Well, maybe he wants a newspaper to read.
Fair enough.
He's gotta be boring in there.
Fair enough.
Should we ask them about Mirror Dude?
Yeah.
Dude, have you read the news recently? It's much more terrifying.
No new options.
Twin City Hacker. I do not do mini model kits. In fact, this Titanic model I'm working on is probably the first one I've done in many, many years.
Make it the Starship Titanic, and I might be interested. But...
It looks like there's more to the left of that place.
We can't access the left because that's where the archives are, and she won't let us in.
I'm starting to think if you give her a newspaper,
that's
she'll
what
actually
I'm
let
thinking
you
too.
in.
Yoink.
Gimme.
6 pence, is it? Yeah.
Also, he said he'd answer more of your questions if you bought a newspaper.
Yep.
Wait. Talk to the newsie.
That's right.
I was going to say, can you look at the newspaper first?
About the asylum.
Whoa.
You gonna play the boy again?
Oh,
All right, you know, there were always voices coming from the place at night, crying, singing, all the inhabitants cursing like damn souls. That's unusual, that is. This night was different. It was all silent, I'll tell you. Not a single noise in the whole street. I looked up at the madhouse and I saw all the windows black, no lights. Everybody asleep in that place. Now that's strange. Then I heard it. It was like a scream like no other I've ever heard. Not a man or woman but of a devil from hell. Wow, this kid was sitting on some real information there.
I was gonna
That
say
is
now
very curious
you
indeed.
sound like Film Brain.
That's like my mean impression of Matt when I do one. Yeah.
we trust all of us have a mean impression of Matt. we love Matt. We love Matt,
Yeah,
but we
the
love
best.
to do our. But we all have a mean. Like mine's like, hello, I'm Film Brain.
It's because he sounds nothing like that when you actually talk
I
to him
know.
in person.
None of our impressions actually sound like him.
Yeah.
Because we love Matt. Matt's too pure for this world.
That's fair.
Oh my! Actually, no. I was going to comment on Dom. How is your high pitched Cockney voice any different than mine?
Mine's allowed. We're allowed to do it to each other. Just you're not allowed to use that word.
I see.
Yeah.
Goodbye, boy.
Boy.
Terror of Death Cthulhu Gundam says the worst thing I got for Halloween was a piece of cardboard. Also, I'm currently building the Super Mini Pla Megazord.
Oh, I think I have that.
Is that the one you got from Carmel?
I bought like $200 worth of Megazord and the other Dragon Zord and the thing that combines into at Anime Expo, and I haven't put them together yet because I'm lazy.
Nice. All right, there's a guy. There was actually an area off to the left in the asylum grounds, so there's another guy here.
Looks like he's cross-stitching.
Hello.
Good morning. Game show reviewer, since you wanted a bigger part.
All right, thank you. Ah, yes, a lovely morning. Sunlight of a quite fascinating character.
I beg your pardon.
The light, it makes everything look different, you see. Light touches things, soaks into them, and changes their nature. It makes them shimmer or makes them die.
What are you laughing at, Heather?
That's not me.
It's
Julie.
me. It's
Julie.
just like light. It's almost like you need it to see things at all.
Hey, Jess is in the live chat.
Jess in the chat. If she wants in, we can certainly invite her in.
Hey, Jess.
Hello.
Otherwise, do you live here in the hospital?
No, I just hang
I
out.
do indeed.
Literally everyone here lives here.
Well, to be fair, he seems like a tortured artist, and a tortured artist does sound like he would randomly hang out in there in an asylum just for cool things.
I
No,
do
I just
indeed.
like themed
My
poetry.
family is a generous benefactor to East Hill. They had me committed, but I don't blame them. They are just incapable of appreciating my art, or any art, for that matter. They mistake it for insanity.
Just because I use my own feces to paint things, they think I'm crazy.
Oh boy.
I had my painting shredded after it sold for over $1 million.
Jess is not joining us because she's not feeling well. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
But yeah, feel free to interact in the chat. Have a good time. We're just enjoying the door that we thought was the last one, but apparently is not. Second
The
to last door, I'm guessing.
Last door here.
What are you drawing there?
Your butt.
Campbell's soup can.
I'm not just drawing, my friend. I'm trying to feel the light, to translate its power to the surface of the paper.
Yeah,
Those
drawing!
animals don't like it, though. They don't want me to succeed, so they take them away. They take my drawings and they study them, and they laugh because my eyes can see the light, and theirs are blind. But someday, everyone will understand.
I'd love it if we picked up his painting. It's just a bunch of like crudely drawn penises.
So this guy's not crazy. He's just high.
Honestly, he doesn't sound any different than any other artist I've ever spoken to.
Who are they, the ones who took your art away?
Ha! The foolish caretakers. They're behind a big mirror where they think themselves safe, and they look at me. They observe me. They even take notes.
How
Not
dare they be
notes!
organized?
My only weakness, notes.
Do you happen to know where your drawings are now?
I
Well, I don't know.
suspect they are somewhere in the archive, since I've seen confiscated items taken there before. You seem different from the rest. Can I trust you? I've been trying to sneak in for days now, but Miss Rinswell keeps a tight guard on the door. I even stole a key from one of those guards. You're a doctor. Surely you can gain entry. If you could ever recover my drawings, I would be so grateful. Here, take the key with you.
I like how having to wait for the writing to change turns all of us into William Shatner, basically.
Yeah, I know, right?
Keith Pixton, where's my hat? It's sitting over there on the futon. Which I actually can wear it now during the streams, because, I got,
You don't
this.
need to be wearing your headphones.
Yeah. Cthulhu Gundam says, worship me or be destroyed.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
I could, but, I got a thing in the oven.
I'll throw a warship at you.
I'm actually kind of surprised that that he's giving us the key. I figured we'd have to retrieve his art from the archives before he gave it to us.
He
Yeah.
seems
I
tough.
thought the key was for the archive, is it not?
It is
I
him.
suppose so.
He wants us to get his art.
This guy's willing to work on the honor system.
My name is Dr. Wakefield. I'm looking for a man who lived here some time ago. Would you happen to know one Alexandre Dupre? They seem to have changed the spelling of Alexander, because it used to be Alexandra.
I think it's because you can still spell it that way because that's the French way of spelling it. It's just that people were not sure if it was the feminine or the masculine.
Oh crap,
So-
have we been French this whole time?
Well, Dupre.
My
Dupre
name
is-
is Dr.
Yeah.
Wakefield.
But yeah, a lot of French
Well-
spelling has R-E, and so people didn't know if it was Alexandre or Alexander.
I'm looking for a man who lived here some time
Well,
ago.
Dupre is the French one, wasn't he? The guy who hung himself. at the
Yes.
beginning?
I
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
but
yeah.
the fact that we
Looking
keep
into that.
shifting the spelling makes me think that we're French too.
Ah.
And
Oh no, are you
people
gonna start
will
playing this guy
accent.
French now?
Yep. I think canonically he is now definitely French.
Yeah.
Definitely, I'm about to play him with a French accent now.
Okay.
Yep.
The name does not ring a bell. I've not been here long, though. You should ask the other patients. They may be able to help you. Some have been here for many years. Or you could ask one of the others, the brutes who keep us here.
I must go.
I have cigarettes to smoke and
Yeah,
pretentious
well-
things to say.
Have a nice day.
And here's a super chat. Terror of Death says that Cthulhu Gundam says, worship me or be destroyed.
Oh, we got that one already.
Yeah.
Oh, we did? I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
It's all good.
Oh, that sounds on par with, a Cthulhu. So
What I'm just laughing about is that unsurprisingly, Dom does not like it when I do a British accent, but we can make fun of the French as much as we want.
Hells yeah!
Yeah.
This plans are so easy to make fun of.
I mean, it's the
They've got
French.
too many baguettes in their mouth to ever complain.
Large road goes through the middle. They must lead to a secure ward of the hospital.
That's not some surrender.
Use the key.
I'm assuming the key will not work because that's for the archives. Nope.
Damn. Use the
piece of
metal.
metal.
Beat it up with the newspaper.
Use your French powers of overrated silent movies.
Uh-huh.
I think you said salad movies for a second.
Salad movies.
Salad movies. Movies, it is just 2 hours of staring at a salad. It is art.
Fair enough, that sounds French.
I mean, that's
That sounds-
technically what happened in the movie Myra Breckenridge. Apparently, during the production of that, the dude would just send everyone home and then film food.
What about the production of Empire?
The movie Empire?
Yes, the movie Empire.
Never seen it, so I don't know
It-
what happened there.
God, I would hope no one ever sees it. It's like it's.
Oh,
not
that's
kidding
right.
you.
That's that 9-hour shot of the Empire State Building, isn't it?
That's the one.
Oh.
I think it's 12 hours though.
I'm trying to think. What's the? It's the same as a Campbell Soup guy, right?
It's Warhol.
So
Warhol,
is it basically like they fucking loved the opening to Star Trek: The Motion Picture and they wanted to one-up it, but they didn't have a model for the Enterprise? Is that it?
I can't
No,
remember.
because that would actually be interesting to look at.
Down with
Terror
the
of
French
Death's
says
gotta
terror of
bother.
death. Anyway, I'll give her a
Yeah.
newspaper. I thank you kindly. How thoughtful. That's right. I took away the acting opportunity for Kaluna.
It's okay. Why, thank you kindly. How thoughtful you are. You aren't going to sneak by when I have this newspaper up now, are you?
Let me just bury my nose right in it.
Smells like paper.
Oh, I do love these Garfield comics.
This is
This
the
is-
hospital archive, where a record of each patient must be stored. If Mr. Dupre was really committed at East Hill, his file should be here somewhere.
Hey, you're doing English. You're supposed to do French.
Oh, that's right. This is the hospital archive. A record of each patient must be stored. If
Give it
Mr.
up.
Dupre was really
Stirred.
committed at East Hill, his file should be here somewhere. You know, Sad Panda has always said that my French sounded more German.
My German sounded Scottish, so we're going to go full circle eventually.
I think my French isn't too bad when I'm taking it seriously.
Your English wasn't bad for like 1 or 2 sentences, and it starts getting offensive after.
Thank you.
It's been a long time since this desk was last used. I'm going to do my regular voice because it's too easy for me to forget.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Square papers, pens, noticeable layer of dust. Files. The drawers are all
Use the
locked.
decimal system.
Keys are not working.
I don't think you need to put a key in a drawer.
My kingdom.
They're all
full
locked
of-
though.
He's will. Shut up.
Go to last year. Oh, we're looking at the files. This file's right here. Dupre, Alexander, room 108A. So, I love how our first chapter is just to prove that he was once at a mental asylum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All the
I
files
mean-
are missing. It's as if they had been torn out. Only a little piece of paper remains with an address written on it. Paul Street 26.
That's convenient.
Well, it'll be interesting compared to like the later chapters, because like if you think about the first chapter when we played the first game, other than a couple moments here and there, it was relatively straightforward. It was as he kept going through more and more stuff where it was getting more unreliable and more spooky and paranormal. So we're kind of doing the same thing again with this.
Yeah.
Mm.
Could that be where Alexandre Dupre lived before he committed to the hospital? Paul Street. I should follow this new lead and see if it takes me somewhere useful.
To the overmap.
Doodle-doodle-doo.
So, what is this character's name again?
Wakefield.
Oh,
my
Wakefield.
God, he has to go all the way across London.
Dr. Wakefield.
So, Wakefield was presumably English, and his colleague was the German one, right?
Yes.
We gotta
Okay.
find the pictures, though.
Need for more recent file.
Trying to find the complicated stuff.
Sign
Seized object.
All right, let's see if the key works.
If it was taken away from people in any other manner, we don't put them in here.
Some personal effects probably sent in by the patient's families, but deemed unsafe by the caretakers. One of them is a stack of thick sheets of paper, carelessly bound together, bearing the drawings and paintings of troubled mind. Yoink!
Can you look at it?
Yeah, let's see.
Watercolor paintings and drawings of a different subject. A tree, a vase with flowers, something that could be a portrait, but the colors are dispersed, shapes broken, decomposed, and mixed in a whirl of bright flecks.
A troubled mind. He just might not be that good.
I mean,
Your art is really terrible.
Either that or, oh my God, we found Pablo Picasso.
That's fair.
So he's Jackson Pollock ahead of his time.
portrait of a restrained patient surrounded by caretakers and a doctor.
All these drawings are signed Banksy?
Go Mets.
I'll try talking to him again. Sir?
Hey.
Leave me alone. I'm just a coward.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get the paintings back to the
Bye.
dude and see what happens.
Yeah.
Dude, I found your doodles. What you want?
I mean,
Oh,
it's
that's
only
right.
they're only taken away from him by his healthcare professionals. What's the worst that could happen?
Hey, I'm a doctor.
Fair enough.
I'm the best doctor.
You're
Sure.
not his doctor.
Just like I'm the best captain.
I don't know.
How many dead was it, Lewis? 87 billion?
Just slightly less than that.
Twice. Multiple times.
More like, 20 billion. Look, how many billions doesn't matter. I still won the day.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Here are these your drawings.
Great wonder! They're back! Someday they'll understand light and shape as I understand them.
It's a picture
Thank
of a
you,
cat,
friend.
dude.
If you want, take these cardboard sheets.
Thank
Thanks
you.
to you, I have no more need of them. Huh?
Oh, good. What I've always wanted.
Hey.
Yeah. We went for all that for cardboard sheets.
I guess that's
don't
what
think I
that
can
is.
Take the cardboard sheet. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, just
Yoink.
Oh, it's like a
Oh,
ink
it's a
blot.
Rorschach thing.
I've heard technique, but always thought it an eccentricity. Patients are supposed to see them in the deeper causes of their ailment.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a Rorschach test.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
bunny.
I see a butterfly.
I see a hypodermic needle.
I see a sexual predator.
I see William Shatner.
yeah.
I see the devil.
Mm.
It's a bug.
Oh yeah, this is a bug.
Yeah, it's a bug.
Yeah.
I see existence itself.
No, you
Well,
don't.
good for you.
He had to one-up us.
That also looks like a bug.
Almost like
It's a Sheevan
insects.
fight.
I see a rocket.
It's a false nail.
I see a song lyric I can't think of.
Oh!
Sad face.
It looks like the mask.
It looks like the other half of the classic happy sad mask thing.
I
Yeah,
would
it's a
say
tragedy
this
mask.
could be a face.
I mean, it's a butt with a really bad rash. Well, okay.
Well, great. Those are wonderful. Don't know what we're going to do with
Just
those.
show them to someone and say, tell me what you see.
Maybe to the lady.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe. Maybe the crazy lady.
Or maybe the coward.
Oh!
What do you see? I see cowardice! Man, you're one note.
I see my own cowardice.
Just whatever you do, don't give him the piece of metal.
He'll be scared of it. He's a coward.
Yep.
All right.
What did we just say, Lewis?
You're not the boss of me.
Let's try the thing.
Yep. We're going to try and loop around and speak to the guy who's tied to the bed, maybe?
How in the world are we going to do that, though?
We'll find a doorway to the thing.
Just put it on the mirror. What do you see?
Nothing.
So, how you doing, man? Still trapped? That's cool.
All seeing unspeakable terrors.
Yep. Well,
What you think?
If you see your mother, you're clearly sexually frustrated.
maybe we need to leave and come back.
There's nowhere else to go.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
there's-
no, there is another place we can go now because we got that other location on the map.
Because there doesn't seem to be a lot of other things we can interact with. I think we're going to have to come back.
Yep.
Dang.
Yeah.
All right. This is weird. I'm so unused to actually going other places.
Hmm.
I mean,
Clicked off
yeah.
it again.
There's nothing we can do on the in that heavy door place.
Actually, I switched off of the live streaming things. I got to switch back over to that so I can see things as I need to in the chat. There we go. Okay. And we're off.
Thank you for dropping by, Eric Johnson.
Paul Street, where Jacob lives.
Oh, this place.
Assuming it's the same street, it might be a different place. From Jeremy Adler, hi Lewis, quick question. Back in the T-Force review, Linkara said he recorded up to the anniversary, but he's still on the same day in Silent Hill. Has much time passed since the clone arrived? Quite a bit of time has passed since the clone arrived. All the storyline segments are basically taking place at a different time as the reviews.
Huh.
It's my way of getting around continuity stuff that's going to be happening, like the fact that Linkara is spending multiple days in the in Linksano's lab. The door number is number 24. I'm looking for number 26.
Wrong door.
If only there's some way of calculating which door to go to next.
Number 26. This is the place I'm looking for, but the door is bricked up. I must find another way to get in.
God.
Okay, door.
All right.
This is a
Then
Rorschach
shoot him up.
test.
What do you see, door?
Piece of metal. Nope.
Try the window?
Maybe. They're cemented over.
Oh, is this the outside of the place the old lady was in the intro, maybe?
Maybe.
Oh,
I think so.
maybe.
Pipe organ.
Whoa.
The ruins of an old chapel. apparently destroyed by fire.
Oh,
Fire. Bum, bum, bum.
cool.
Mess of wooden planks, remains of benches and chairs. Oh, by the way, so while we're doing this, I got a thing on my phone to let me know because I had posted like a photo on Twitter a year ago, and it turned out it's been a year since that tree fell on my garage.
Oh,
Happy anniversary!
Happy
Yay! New
anniversary.
garage is better. Oh, hey, a bird.
Yeah, bird friend.
Sexy crow.
why do you want to date all the crows?
Oh.
Wooden cross
Saw the
remains
crow.
almost intact.
Hey, you know, there was that week where like I kept finding like food on the hood of my car, like a slice of pizza, and I thought a crow wanted to date me.
Aw.
Fair enough.
An improvised altar covered in candles. With this candle, I can light my way through the dark. Yoink!
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
There's someone on their knees praying. Their face is covered
Oh.
by a hood.
Oh, I
That's an
didn't even see
actual
them.
I thought it was a statue.
Yeah, we just walked straight past him and took his candle.
Don't beat him
Oh, man, those pixels. That's a dude?
Yeah.
So I want to give you a Rorschach test.
Hmm.
up.
Strange hooded man, what do you see?
Zero armor. I see a herd of beautiful wild ponies running free across the plains.
I'm not sure we're looking at the same cards.
Where's the candle?
Set him on fire.
I mean,
Don't
the
set
candle
my
usually in
fire.
the
I'll learn him
previous
for
game,
ignoring you.
just holding the candle was enough. So I don't think we can go any further in there.
Okay.
Let's try the other way around.
Can we talk to the dude?
I don't think so. Nope.
Well, bye.
Happy brain.
Keep up the good
So
work, man.
Clearly, we need to set the planks on fire.
Nope.
Nope.
Can we climb through anything there, like that holder? No. Okay.
Was there anything in the hospital that was too dark to get to?
I don't
No.
think so.
Oh, no, as far as I
The
know.
only trick of light was that false mirror.
Mm.
Is there is there anything else on that way?
Yeah,
Maybe I can
burn
knock
down
on the door maybe and ask them. No?
Yeah, I'm trying to decide why is that there?
Can you that rain pipe? Can you climb up that?
Good question.
Nope.
Doesn't look like it.
Maybe we need to put light back in the room with the mirror so we can find like a button or something because we took the thing out that's like the one source of light.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Let's try that.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I hope that's not the only thing we have to do in that street.
I found a candle and a dude who's kneeled.
Because it
Went
seems
all the
like,
way across
like
London
a
for a
lot of
candle.
unnecessary work if we don't have,
Yeah.
just to
Right.
not just to get a candle.
No, we'll be back in that apartment.
Like a sledgehammer or something to break down the door. Okay.
Oh,
I see the winner of the Contest of Champions. Window is closed abruptly. Can I put it back in? I'm just curious. Let us keep it closed so the room stays dark and I can see clearly through the mirror.
Well, that didn't work.
Expression of unbearable horror.
Hmm.
What am I missing? Okay, someone's. I'm hearing an echo on someone else's computer.
Oh,
Hang on.
let's see.
Did that sort it?
Testing? I can still hear it, but it's fainter.
Yeah, I have the on mute.
Game
I've
show
got
reviewer, what
headphones
about
on.
you?
I've got headphones on. There's no audio in this room at all, aside
Alright.
from me.
It might be ours. It should sort itself out in just a second.
All right,
Okay, that sounds good enough.
all right. Kid, Rorschach test. No. Shank you with a piece of metal. Nope.
Nope.
Nothing going that way. Let's try the street again.
yeah, there's got to be something.
Well, let's talk to Crazy Guy again.
Give him the candle. It's light. Maybe he likes light.
Oh, right, yeah, he's all about light, isn't
Oh
he?
yeah. Nice.
No.
Nope.
Light, it floods the world with
Yeah.
shades.
That's great, honey.
I think it's like a fucking faux intellectual kind of guy.
Yeah.
I think he's just yeah. Huh.
Burn
No.
down the doors.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll work.
Could. Hmm.
Can climb that? Nope. Let's try the street again. Maybe we're missing something.
Huh.
Click everything.
It's an adventure game. We got to click everything. Good news
Click
is
all the
this is
things.
still so much more straightforward than Star Trek 25th Anniversary.
It sure is.
Maybe we need to talk to the lady with the newspaper.
Okay, we can try that real quick before we head back out again.
Give her like the Rorschach drawings or something.
We need to
Oh,
use
yeah.
the medical tricorder on him.
I suppose
Yeah,
we could give the Rorschach drawings to the doctors and see if that helps. Or actually, we tried that, didn't we?
You tried the upstairs doctor. You didn't try the tenant at the bottom.
Yeah, we didn't talk to her about it.
Okay, never mind. Piece of metal. Light the paper on fire.
Go back into the archive room. Also, is that another door next to it?
I don't think
Or
so.
is that just... There must be something else in here we're not seeing.
Drawers are all locked. Maybe a piece of metal.
The paper's on the floor, maybe?
Yeah, or that looks like water.
Where?
Desk?
No, it's just pixels and it's probably paper. I don't know.
I mean, technically, it's all
I don't know what shapes are in
pixels.
this. Yeah.
70s
Oh, can you
PC
read the
game,
logs
90s
on the-
PC game. You mean? We played that a few weeks ago.
You read the logs on the walls?
Nope.
Hmm.
Let's try
I'm
back
in
to the other side
agreement.
of the street.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's go back to Paul Street and have a look see around.
Yeah, I'm not at the point yet where we need a walkthrough, but I think, but we might get to that if we can't figure out what we're supposed to do here.
No. We got through season 1 without a walkthrough. We're gonna get through season 2 without a walkthrough.
Technically, we did not because we needed that listening thing, and we needed to figure out how that worked.
Oh yeah. That was a bug on the game.
Well,
Fair
but
enough.
that's how it works. That's not what to do. Well, I didn't hear it, so maybe it's different than I think.
Oop, keep clicking.
There's a
off the
way-
damn thing.
Chat says go back to the candle's altar. There is a way into the bricked up building.
Okay. Okay.
I don't see a door or anything.
Well,
The little
what's
brick
that?
right there.
whoa!
Oh, okay. There we go. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, we got our candle.
What do we needed the candle?
Dreadful music.
Oh, this is creepy.
Dun, 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 dun.
Look at this photograph.
Bum, 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 bum. However that TOS music goes.
This must be the interior of the bricked up building I saw on the street. Mr. Dupre's former residence.
Huh. They bricked it up, huh? Without.
No. So badly
So
damaged,
we've
seems to
been in
have crashed
here?
onto the floor. Fireplace.
If this is Alexander's former residence, have we been here before?
We're not Alexander.
No, but wasn't Alexander the one who committed suicide? at the
Yes, but
beginning?
he was friends with Devitt, or Devitt, what the fuck his name was.
Yes.
This isn't Devitt, this is his psychiatrist. So I don't... Did he necessarily know Alexander?
I'm just saying, didn't Devitt go to Alexander's house in the first chapter?
Yes, but he
Oh,
didn't find
shit.
anything useful there.
Yeah, I'm just saying this isn't the same house then. It must be a different residence.
Cool.
Have you considered playing Myst? It's less stressful. I wouldn't know about that.
The stress is the fun.
There is
Not
something
what I've
among
heard
the
from
ashes.
people who played Myst.
Yoink. It's a piece of paper.
Ooh, more paper.
Well,
Maybe.
Dreadful music.
Victi, vede, retard.
wasn't there
You
like a
don't
Latin
have to-
phrase or something that we saw from the cult?
I want to say yes. Paper's been carefully
Yeah.
burnt. Carefully burnt, which is why there's still parts of it missing. There's a piece of paper on the table.
Yeah, there's a weird white shape. Grab it.
The other half.
Seems as if half it's missing. I wonder what it could mean.
Recipe.
Vidit.
It is. It's for chili.
Some message seem messy from the right half. The message does not make any kind of sense.
Well, okay, like it's Latin, right?
Well, we're probably missing.
Look in a mirror. We need to look in a mirror.
Military medal, the relief of their majesties, built a piece of metal.
You look at the thing,
that'll be for the coward.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the paper again. The 2 pieces.
Oh, hey, we got Nash in the chat.
Yo,
Yeah.
Nash.
I think this
Hi,
is going to
Nash.
be backwards.
What up, Nash?
I think you're right. We could probably invite Nash in if he wants in. Otherwise, just enjoy the last door. Safe is a large metal safe.
Beat it up.
Nope. Rorschach test.
Drink your Ovaltine.
On the bookshelf. Few books remain on the shelf, mostly doubtful treatises in chemistry and alchemy. Among the titles are Trithemius's De Lepide Philosophico, Gerber's De Evantione Veritatis, the anonymous work Turba Philosophorum, and Ludwig Prin's Mysteries of the Worm.
We've got a puzzle on our hands.
Interesting.
We have nothing but puzzles.
So is this kind of like the Cowardly Lion situation? You give him a medal and he's convinced he's not scared anymore?
That's what I'm
Yeah.
guessing, yeah.
Maybe.
The door is bricked up. Okay.
A tiny, tiny house.
Anything else? Okay, Nash says he wants in, so we can bring him in here. Give me just a moment.
Oh Lord, we're gonna have a good time explaining this game to him.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Don't invite the Seagull of Death into our universe while I'm gone, okay?
No problem.
Guarantees.
Kids these days and you can Cthulhu cults.
I've invited him in, and you have to wait for him to...
Accept it, yeah.
Which I think he
What
has.
happened?
Hey, Nash, how you doing?
What happened?
What happened? Quite a bit has happened. We're technically on season 2 of this game. Who wants to explain the plot so far?
Not me.
Not it.
Use a second explanation, personally. Same boat here.
Crazy cult stuff. Dude, they worshipped a bird. People dying. People go crazy. We are the therapist of the main character from the first season of the game, trying to investigate what happened.
Magic dimensional drugs. Regular
of course.
drugs.
Bird god.
Okay, just. Is anyone getting any echo off my connection?
Nope.
I heard it at first. I don't hear it anymore.
No, it should.
Yeah.
It usually equalizes after a second.
So I sound okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems we start to get more and more people joining these streams. Weird, isn't it? It is indeed.
Okay, so what am I looking at here?
You're looking at us exploring the ruins of an area. We are looking in the first game. What started this all off was the suicide of a friend of the main character, and that started the main character from the first season off on his little journey. And now we're kind of retracing some of the steps of that guy before he committed suicide, and time he spent at a mental asylum.
Yep.
Well, that's heartwarming, I guess.
Oh yeah, because someone was talking about suicide in the live chat right before we had to actually do it to one of the characters in the first episode.
Yeah, each chapter of this begins with some other character doing a thing. So we get a super chat from someone and saying, "I want to thank you for all you've done because it helped me while during times when I was contemplating suicide." And then we have to make a character commit suicide in the game. So great timing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't work out so well.
Spoilers or something.
Super chat from Jeffrey P. This has a plot. It does. These games actually are pretty good at being creepy. This chapter so far has not been super creepy.
And actually,
usually the intro one doesn't.
4 friends who shared an oath and then have to go back somewhere to fight an evil. Kind of the plot from It right now. Just saying.
Fair enough.
Cinematographic, are you blocking me? No, I'm not aware of us blocking you. It's possible. The thing is, I can't read every single comment while I'm doing this. This is why we tend to focus on the super chat. Anyway, let's see if we can get the cowardly guy in the asylum to be okay with us with this medal.
This medal, I had one just like this. Got it after the Battle of, I don't know how to pronounce that. Lang's Neck and Mojave Hill in 1881, a decade ago now, for distinguished conduct in the field, it said.
Also, we're riffing on the game.
Yeah.
Because while it's a good game, we just have fun with it.
What a farce.
So you were in the army, as I thought. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Wakefield.
Sergeant William Conghill, Her Majesty's 6th Light Infantry. Are you another one of those alienists? Do you doctors not realize that cowardice cannot be cured by your arts?
Look, I'm not saying that the bird god is an alien, but I'm saying it's aliens.
I just... Okay, so this is pretty much a Sierra game that's taking itself way too seriously.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
It's an adventure game, and it's actually been, like I said, there are moments where it's really spooky.
I'm back now. What a sandwich. What'd I miss?
Nothing.
We gave the medal to the dude, and his name is Kong Hill.
Yeah, and
Cool.
he told us that medals won't work on him, so...
Why are they
He
keeping
was-
you here?
The doctors say I suffer from a nervous disorder. I believe this is a term for what they themselves, with all their learning, do not know what to say. But I know the true name of my sickness. It is pure cowardice. Oh, we just gave you your medal back.
We got a pill for that.
It's a medal he got for extra cowardice.
Extra count.
I'm looking for a former patient of this hospital. You may have met him. His name is Alexandre Dupre.
Yes, I did know a man by that name. We met briefly when he was here when I arrived.
That's generally how this works, yeah.
What do you know about him?
He was a proper lad, educated. He listened closely to the stories of his other inmates, but kept his own to himself. We talked a lot. He was very close to Miss Kong, too. Connie. I think they got here at the same time, but when he left, he did so alone. I wonder what has become of him since.
Oh, he's been hanging around.
Boo!
Oh, Lewis.
I'm awful. I am so awful. I'm so sorry.
Super chat.
Yay. Sorry that was me who troubled you guys from keeping me from committing suicide. Sorry about that. Bad time over. No, you're fine. It's the game's fault.
Yeah, we just felt like crap afterwards. We're like, oh shit, what have we done?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Terror of Death. You've been actually a regular in the chat and in the super chat, since that night. So thank you so much for your continued support. But yeah, I am terrible and I am so sorry.
Yes, you are. Go sit in the corner, Lewis.
Technically, he already is.
Who is this Miss Conhee?
She is a patient here. The lady with a temporaneous character.
Tempestuous.
You may
Is your
tempestuous
screen
character.
in the screen share much smaller?
No, I'm just terrible at pronouncing stuff. The lady with
Extemporaneous character.
Yeah, you may have encountered her already. She has not been the same since Mr. Dupre left. She always sits to the side, alone and silent.
Melancholic music!
I doubt you could talk to her at all, even if you tried. She sees things, or at least she thinks she does. Oh, well, she's in the right place.
What do you talk about, Mr. Dupre and you?
We talked about my time in the south of Africa. I do not like to talk about that, but he somehow made me want to. He was persuasive.
He had lots of money.
This is
Yeah, the
like
hype persuasive.
PBS made an adventure game. This is some Downton Abbey shit.
Yeah, except then it gets like surreal Donnie Darko weird.
Yeah, you haven't seen the rabbit heads yet, man.
Yeah, there was like no transition. 1 minute it's all like la la la, then it's like rabbit bukkake circle. It's terrible.
Yeah, that was weird.
He was very interested in one specific story, almost obsessive about it. He wanted to know every little detail.
Wait. We have pixelated bukkake in this.
No.
It's
There
what
are
it
a
looked
bunch
like.
of guys in rabbit heads in a circle around us.
Yeah. It looked like it.
This is your line,
Super
Lewis.
chat, woo! How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if woodchuck could chuck wood? Crap, I wasted my question. The answer is 6.
I like how you censored the swear word with a completely different swear word.
Crap
I do
is
not
really
like-
a swear word. It's like the word heck.
Yeah. I do not relive those memories. A missing patient, you say? All right, maybe my story will be of some use then. It happened during the Battle of Mujaba Hill. I am sure you've heard of it. In March of 81.
This guy likes to pretend he's hard to get information out of. It's like, oh, well, you talked me into it. Here's my rambly story.
No problem. I love you guys and your content. I'm happy to support you guys any way I can. Thank you so much, Terror of Death.
And good night, Jess.
is saying good night for the night.
Good night, Jess.
The attack of the... How do you pronounce that, Lois?
I want to say boar.
Okay. The attack of the Boer army had taken us by surprise, and our regiment was forced to split up. We quickly found ourselves alone, just a few men lost on the barren plain. But I don't want to bore you.
Went great for Britain.
This is kind of like the info dumps in like old Star Wars and stuff. They start mentioning shit that you have no idea. Yes, in the Clone Wars, and what the fuck are you even talking about?
Yeah, it totally said Boer. I was assuming this was like a fictional war.
No, the Boer War was a
Boer
real
was
thing.
a real thing.
Yeah, I know it was real. I realized it then, but the other battles I didn't recognize.
So what? I have to read books to understand this game? Ah,
Yes.
Oh
this
no,
is just
that's
flavor
nothing, man.
text,
We
mostly.
played Star Trek 25th Anniversary a few weeks ago. Have you ever played
Uh-huh.
that one?
Yep.
No.
You ever have to? You had to frickin' know base 3 for one of the missions.
You had to have looked it up before you beamed down for no reason. You just have to, on your own volition, just look up base 3.
Yep.
By the way, I saw that live stream. You were using a walkthrough at the time, so...
Look! The walkthrough.
We didn't really have a choice.
True.
And because we wouldn't let us beam back to the ship to try to look up the damn information in the computer, and if you don't know, oh hey, you have to take this one specific word, translate it into the base 3, and then translate it back again into a numerical sequence. I have no, even my brother is confused about how the hell we beat that back in the day, even though we did.
Yeah.
Okay, fair point.
Aren't games supposed to be fun?
It is fun. It is incredibly fun. It's just that mission is bullcrap. It's just that particular mission is stupid moon logic.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we're getting flashback.
Oh no, flashback.
As I said, we were few, and we were sure the enemy was lurking out there. In the cold air of dusk, a thick fog formed quickly, masking everything around us. We could barely see each other.
Like we were
This
in
is what
Silent Hill or something.
This is what I get for asking for more lines, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
And yes, it is indeed Nash in the stream.
This could get awkward quick because the Boer War basically boils down to a small amount of white people shooting a large amount of black people. It's it's
Holy
not
gross.
the best.
You might
Jeffrey
wanna-
P. I think you might have accidentally given a little too much.
Well, that's if that's American dollars.
It is.
It is.
Holy shit!
So thank you so much for that. So next up is Little Witch Academia Adventure Game. It's on Steam. Not planning on it because the last door is probably
Well,
going to
I
fill
think
up.
you kind of have to now.
Yeah, right?
At the very least, the rest of October we're spending on Last Door because look how long it's taking just for the first chapter.
Yeah.
In all of the live streams, I don't think I've seen a higher donation than that.
I have. We've had some $50 and $100 streams back during like the 500th episode stream.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought I saw 500 during the 500th. I don't remember seeing 100 during the 500th though. Oh, we'll probably.
Oh, we
we'll
actually
probably
have
top
control. We're in the fog and mist.
Oh,
We just
crap.
barely see the character.
Oh,
But hey, we have a musket, so fun.
yeah.
Oh, good. We can shoot stuff now.
Then the
Mhm.
others started to disappear in the fog, which was getting thicker and thicker.
Oh,
That's not fog, dude. They're just really happy.
Sorry, you hear the sounds of our cats crying. We want to come in the room.
I could still hear their footsteps for a while, then nothing, and
Can I
I
go
don't know the
back?
rest of my line.
Can I go back?
because Lewis continued without my permission.
Whoops. Well, it just triggers when you're walking along, so how was I supposed to know that?
Hi, Wispy. Hi, buddy. How is it going?
Did you bring the kitties in?
I felt something in there, not far, a murmur or whatever.
I'm not doing this deliberately!
I
Shit's
know.
going down, yo!
Basically, what Nash said.
Like, I have to do this one step at a time, or else we're gonna miss dialogue. Oh, here we go.
All of a sudden, my feet felt something in the mud. A body. They were all there. I read that quickly, and
Okay,
even
about
then
that
it was
one
too
was
fast.
timed. These things are
Captain
timed
Pike
to
was
go
dead.
off. That is bullcrap. The other ones earlier doing that, we're not doing that.
Where is my agent, damn it?
People were dead, but I don't care because, you know.
Like,
I never liked
do I
them
have to
anyway.
like walk like this now?
Okay. Ew. Squish,
I mean, it's not
squish.
unusual that he would hesitate while walking over the recently deceased corpse of his comrades.
Squish, squish, squish.
When you put your foot into a puddle of goo that used to be your best friend's face.
Yeah.
Just
I think-
inching along here.
I think this dude has good reason to be cowardly, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's as much cowardly as it is just holy fuck.
Yeah.
I like how this is just PTSD, but they're treating it like it's like, oh, he's a coward. It's like,
No, he's treating it like he's a coward.
fair enough.
Hey Don, didn't the British also start the concept of concentration camps in the Boer War? Probably. So it wasn't the best.
Oh, it's moving on its own now, so I don't have to do anything.
Oh, hello. We got a friend.
Oh,
Then the mist cleared out.
some,
That was quick.
some
I
blur
was in
filter.
Florida this whole
So-
time.
It's because I farted.
What had happened?
Melancholic music!
I never knew. I never knew for certain. I didn't see anything, or if I did, my mind refused to bear such memories.
Will you ever review any City of Heroes comics? I would not be against doing so. I actually have quite a few of them. Would you be interested in playing Umaneko? Or Umaneko? I have no idea what that is. So maybe. Will you ever review as for the City of Heroes comics, yeah, maybe at some point. I did play City of Heroes back in the day.
Umineko no Nako Koroni is a Japanese game, but it's a horror themed one.
Ah,
Ooh.
okay.
You
Yeah,
just
there's
said
plenty of-
made a bunch of sounds and I don't know what they were.
Yeah.
I forget what it means, but the original game was When They Cry, which was Higurashi no Naku Koroni, which is if you've ever seen like a bunch of gifs of like little girls murdering each other, that's the game /
You
anime.
just did it again with all the bunch of you made sounds and I don't know them.
It's where the cicadas cry. I think it's where the seagulls cry in Japanese. I forget.
Where?
It's been a while.
Oh.
Where did the seagulls cry?
You know, it sounds cooler in Japanese, admittedly.
Well,
Seagulls,
See it with little girls
stop
stabbing
it
each other in the
now.
face.
This is what it sounds like when seagulls cry.
I just figured seagulls were like mine.
We're getting a lot of good references in this episode.
What happened to Captain Skid?
When he finally regained consciousness, it was like someone else looked out at us through those eyes. I guess whatever happened affected him, changed him. I know he came back to London. Mr. Dupre asked me of his whereabouts. Maybe he tried to contact him to hear the rest of the story. He was quite preoccupied by it.
So in the Boer War, you walked on on a friend's face while they were lying in the mud, and when he woke up, he was like possessed by a demon or something, and Dupre was really into that story.
Cool.
I can think of a few other words.
Know where I can find Captain Skid?
Well, it's Captain Skidmark because he was known after that.
Ugh.
I last heard from... God, that's bad. I last heard from fellow veterans. He had lost himself in a frenzy of alcohol, opium, and bad company. The downward spiral led him, as many others, to a wretched nadir, a dirty hole deep in St. Giles Rookery,
Hey,
known as...
no way to talk about a lady.
known as the Crimson Nest. Mayhap you will find him there, alive even, if you're lucky.
Well, it's also bird themed, so we must be on the right track.
Here, this is a picture of our regiment. You can see him there.
You know,
look at
he's
these
square
speech
face guy.
faces.
He's that mess of pixels on that side.
I carry this picture with me everywhere for some
Yeah, is
reason.
that a Pokemon on the bottom left?
It's like a Spearow.
Yeah.
Yeah, resolution was really shitty back in the 1800s.
Got another location.
We unlocked a new area.
Huzzah!
I'm not sure how I feel about this mini-map thing in this season.
It kind of takes you out of out of it a little bit, I think.
I suppose it makes more sense considering we're not, doing the same thing we were last time, where of course Devitt was trying to, be totally entrenched in the situation. But I don't know. I think it kind of loses some of the horror since we can just leave anytime.
Yeah.
Well, they're definitely trying to go for more the chasing the horror of the first. So they're just trying to change up the premise a bit.
Yeah.
It feels like we're going from Alien to Aliens.
I can't help but think that door looks like a mouse hole.
I bet it's probably easier to edit the game like this.
So Nash, earlier we discovered this room with a big two-way mirror, and once we closed the window, we saw that there's a dude over here. So now I think we're gonna try to combine the things. We were thinking about looking at it in the backwards.
That's what I thought.
But yeah, it's not working, and especially it doesn't work because because the mirror is no longer a mirror right now.
Can you try putting each individual
Can you
one up?
Can you put the piece of metal back on the window?
I tried, it wouldn't let me open it. It wouldn't let me do it.
We tried the candle thing too that Kaluna suggested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was saying putting each of the papers up against the mirror, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
Do you recognize this?
Oh, gosh.
Well, all right. I guess we should go to
St. Giles.
Yeah.
Puppy is
show the
making.
photograph to her. See if that. Nope.
Melancholic music.
I love how you're shouting. I would do the exact same thing you're doing with that, but I haven't been quite so yelly about it.
Hey, Casey Review mentions are those Roman
Quiet cicada.
I am feeling so much atmosphere right now. It's amazing.
It's like I'm there.
Yeah.
I feel like if we ever made a horror movie, we need Nash to do the voiceover for like a comic relief.
All these sounds, they sound like perfume names.
I feel like I can travel with Nash anywhere, and I'll never be afraid.
Oh, we're all gonna die!
Julie, what were you saying?
Nash.
Casey Reviews was mentioning are those Roman numerals? Maybe if those are on the sheet, they're the combination to the safe.
Oh, put them together.
Maybe.
Where was that? The safe was in the archive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But check the sheet and see if those are all Roman numeral letters.
So
4,
5.
6 and,
yeah, they
6
are.
and 5.
5, 1.
Oh, it could be a
5.
6.
I think since it's VI, I'm pretty sure it's 6 and 5.
Yeah.
Well, that seems odd for a combination to be.
But
two
they would
numbers.
all be numbers, though.
Is E a Roman numeral?
Yeah.
C is, yes, it's 100, and then M is 1,000.
Yes,
Was
but
D.
specifically, putting out that those letters are, a thing.
That's
Right,
why
but-
I'm thinking it was 515, but.
Could be 515. Let's go into the safe and see if it's
Distant echoes. Melancholic music.
I think what's getting it there is the happy, joyful way you're saying it.
You know what? It's not for here because we already opened this. That required a key, so it's back in
the house, right?
it's back in the house. So we have to go back there.
I gotta go for the distant music again, damn it.
There we go.
Distant echoes coming up.
Use the candle on the unburnt paper.
So it could become burnt paper.
Quiet cicada.
Oh!
Yo!
Oh.
The heat from the
Thank
candles
you,
revealed a
sons of
set of
Lord
letters
Freak.
painted with invisible ink.
So it'll
That's
be
it.
6, 5, 1, 4?
6145.
Yeah. So, fascinating. Oh, it put it together too.
And it was Latin. It was, I could see a Jedi move or something.
Wind. Distant barking.
Speaking of, how is your dog?
He's over here being a butt. It's not feeding time, but he's just staring. Pipe organ. Just quiet prayer. Staring at me right now.
Nash, I want you on every one of these streams now.
Okay. Okie dokie.
I like it better when Nash doesn't have the intro.
Ominous music. Dreadful me. Oh, they're playing Katy Perry.
Doopy doop doop doop. Now he does the actual sound effect.
Man,
I heard the hum. I didn't really hear the distance.
Okay.
Seen a dead eyelid move.
6145.
Do it. Oh, good. We didn't. Oh, crap. A puzzle.
No,
Okay, so it was
Every time.
6145.
Yep.
Click, clap. Click. Clap. Click. Clap. Click. Click. Ah,
Yo,
Safe
safe
opens.
opens.
Safe opens. Yay.
Huzzah!
Wait, this is not a safe, but an entrance to a passage.
I had a nickel.
It's completely dark. The only way
One
to
of these
know
days
where
I
it
can
leads
say-
to is by crawling in.
Oh, this worked out so well the last time this happened.
Yep, go on
Awesome.
safe. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
Look, guys, it's okay. We're gonna go
I've
inside
seen
this
this
safe.
movie.
I have a snorkel.
Fantastic.
That's
You
good.
also have some Rorschach drawings. I'm sure the ghosts
Yes.
will super appreciate it.
Tell me what you see, monster from the beyond.
A bunny.
I'm wondering if the chat will get my joke. None of you people watch The Good Place.
No, all of Twitter tells me I should.
You should watch
Yes,
The Good
you
Place. It's
should.
a really good show.
It is the best thing.
Is it on Netflix?
Yes,
Yes.
it is. The first 2 seasons are indeed.
Good.
Loud machine noise.
Oh, goody! Oh, no.
Iron Lung.
It's an iron lung.
Okay, I have to know, how did they get all of these machines into a room that's only accessible via a safe?
There's
Maybe
another
they
door.
put it in pieces and they kind of assembled it.
And then built a wall over it and then added the safe.
Mathematic formula written fast and carelessly. Some of these symbols I have never seen before.
And he is judgy about a lot of stuff. Like, oh, look how carelessly these paintings were thrown together.
A list of numbers looks like some kind of calendar or timetable.
Okay.
Okay, what can we click on? Oh,
Oh!
Oh shit, there's a Lego man.
Oh.
There's a Lego man in the chair.
The
Oh,
scream
no.
come to life.
Buddy, we got a problem here. That's horrifying. Good
Loud
lord.
machine anticipatory sound.
Isn't that the Emperor from Warhammer 40k?
Sure.
What the
pretty
hell
sure-
is anticipatory sound?
Golden Palpatine.
dun-
well,
dun,
based
dun,
on the
dun.
actual sound it's making, it's like a violin going dee-dee-dee.
Jaws theme. Dun, 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 dun.
There is someone sitting here wearing a horrible mask and a yellow robe. He is not moving. It's the Mandragora Helix.
He's not even doing the hokey cook.
The what?
Yoink! Frightening sound!
Ah!
There is no body inside at all. Super chat, and then Vegeta appears out of nowhere.
You know what? I'd be glad to have Vegeta by her side right now.
I would love Vegeta here.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
What can be the meaning of this?
Someone's fucking with you, dude. That's what to me. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I allowed to do the noise? Shut down.
Uh-oh.
Steps approach.
Uh-oh.
Hey, why'd you blow out your candle?
Loud bump
Dramatic
noises.
effect.
Oh,
Oh no!
Our Father, who art in heaven.
Throw the mask on him! Throw the mask on him! Nope.
Oh yeah, sit in the chair. You can be the chairman now. Just sit in that sweet chair, getting
Put mask on face.
Loud prayer.
loud lamp noises.
Nope.
Ah.
Alright. Keep going then. Leave!
He doesn't know how to operate a mask.
I'm too busy right now.
Go back and talk to the loud praying man.
Won't
Huh,
let me.
I don't know. The 4 circle chairs.
No, there's dude.
Oh, not more Bukaki.
Although at this point I would actually say, don't take your eyes off the praying guy. He might be a weeping angel.
He's still there. Just talk to him. Talk to him.
Why are you ignoring him? That's so rude.
I'll see you later, man.
See you, bitch.
don't,
Maybe we could buy items from him.
don't forget to close the safe on the way out.
I tried to, it won't let me.
Wait, that was my father's mask. Bring it back.
I mean, if you don't mind me taking it.
Is that door bolted up now?
Did the door have a mask in front of it before? Because it looks like there's like eyes peering through it now.
Huh?
Like the hole that we came in through on the other end, the like where the candles were, the way out. It looks like there's somebody looking at us. I don't remember those being boarded up before.
No, we're good.
I guess not. Okay, that looked weird.
Why would you talk to Praying Man? He might have been our best friend.
He
wouldn't
didn't want to
he wouldn't
chat
let me talk to
before.
him.
Oh, okay. Too busy praying loud.
Hmm. Maybe he
Well,
left
that was
something.
fun.
Yeah.
Did he leave anything? Nah.
Hey, Nash, where's the ambient music?
I was looking at this. I'd shut up. Bark, 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 bark.
It's like a real dog's in the room.
Mm.
I really have a real dog in the room.
Wind!
Alright, let's head over to St. Giles, see what we can find.
Okay.
This is the slum of St. Giles. The Crimson Nest shouldn't be far.
Hey, it's that place from the intro.
Crimson Nest does sound like a gay techno bar, doesn't it?
Thanks. Actually, I thought he was doing nightmarish music there.
Yes. 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 I am interpretive.
Can't click on anything.
Oh my God, does this guy not realize this is his dream?
It's a lamp.
Dun, dun.
Crutch of
Oh,
the-
this guy.
yeah,
Oh,
this is a scene that was shown in the beginning. On
Crutch
the intro to
steps
this.
approach.
Tiny Tim came and was like, "Give me back my stuff, you gag now."
Bottom. Sup?
Mask?
He looks at the mask for a second, only to stare at me again. Give me back what he took, he had said in my nightmare.
Oh, you dreamed this! Wonderful!
Hey.
You look at him, picture that I've never seen this, he said in my nightmare. Cards?
What do you see, crazy Tiny Tim?
The sheet of metal.
Nope.
The photograph.
On it.
The candle. Punch him in the face.
Well, this guy is just very demanding.
That might be something like my
He's
innocence
blind in
or
one eye.
something.
The empty socket glistens in the lamplight.
That's not blind in
no.
one eye. That's missing an eye.
Do we need to give him an eyeball?
Oh shit!
I can't move past him, so yeah, I think we need to give him an
Well,
eyeball.
bye!
You're gonna like give him an eyeball. It's like, what the fuck, man? I'm not what you talk.
Can you go in that
This
door
way.
over there?
Did you
Nope.
take someone's eyeball?
Let's go back to the asylum and show the mask around. I'm sure that won't result in anything bad.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
not at
that
all.
was the best idea.
Who wants a mask?
We still have this one area over here that we haven't been able to get access to either. This locked doorway here.
Yeah, but all we
yeah.
have is a new photo and a mask.
Let's try the mask
Yeah.
on it. Nope.
If you wanted, then you should have put a mask on it.
Show mask to dude.
Oh, this mask isn't light.
I should keep it to show
Oh.
Kaufman when we meet again.
Okay.
Okay.
Nope.
Yes.
Andy Kaufman?
No,
No,
Kaufman is.
we're not.
We actually have a German psychiatrist friend who we've been talking to and was like, and basically our therapist, the therapist for the therapist.
Oh, yeah.
Das ist gut.
Show the mask to the general.
Nope.
I guess it's for Kaufman only.
I guess it's
Oh.
for the crazy lady.
Oh, gee.
Oh!
Ah!
Look at her eyeball.
I'm so attracted to you right now.
Off we go.
Feel
The
her
face
eyeball.
of the playwright.
Well, that didn't work very well.
Yeah, that we got a sent in solitary. I feel bad now.
Yes, but now we can look at her chair.
Wait, maybe now that we can follow them in and see how they get
hello.
in there.
Oh, there's a dude.
Table guy is off his table.
Man is striking the glass strong with his fist. Expressions of pure hate. I don't think he can see me, but I feel that somehow he knows I'm here.
Okay.
And he's really, really judgy. Put the mask on.
Good.
Could that gate have been to solitary, and now that they're taking her
Give
there,
him the
we can-
Rorschach thing.
get
Tell
in.
us what he sees.
Oh.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, go back to that door we were at. Maybe that's the solitary door.
I'm guessing that too.
So wait, we got that poor woman locked up in there just so we could go through the door?
Maybe.
Yes. You know,
Man,
actually, they say the face of the playwright. I remember there. You know, one of the things. We're getting that. Echo again.
Oh, sorry. Well, Sarah just got back from work. I gotta hop out.
Okay.
I'll see you guys
Okay.
later. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, see you.
The lady standing up.
Bye, Nash.
Bye.
I
We'll miss you.
That poor woman. Sorry, that's his Heather's voice. Right?
Heather, yeah.
They must have taken her to the isolation ward.
I think you guys are right.
Yeah.
The playwright thing. If you recall correctly, there was, when we ended one of the chapters, it was on like a play.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Right. And Andrew Dupre called himself the playwright. Or Alexander Dupre.
Yo,
Oh yeah! Conveniently
Yay.
left the door open, you fools.
Why would they
Distant
not have
battery.
lights?
We're in.
Why would you go from metal door opens, insect buzz? I'm not as good at this.
I wanna.
trees
Yeah,
in
I
an
think we need some weed
isolation
killer.
Poorly designed.
Not much light, man.
Where do you keep your trees?
Not in an insane asylum?
Oh.
Hello, my name is Wakefield.
The
Doesn't matter.
butterfly is not what it seems.
Excuse me, but what butterfly?
Your mama's a butterfly.
There is more after the scarab.
Oh, that's the Rorschach things.
Oh!
Yes, yes.
Is this the butterfly you talked about?
It displays its wonderful colors, fills your eyes with awe, but this is only a show. Behind the veil, its body crawls on the dirty ground, hides in the darkness, and transforms. Another of its lies.
Those stupid lying butterflies.
Yeah, fuck you,
That's an old
butterfly.
hate. Man, I fucking hate butterflies.
So, what would this be?
An ant!
It's a scarab,
Yeah.
man.
Dung beetle.
It's a black widow!
Its dark body creaks and rustles with its blind movements, slowly, step by step, day by day. It gets closer and closer and closer. Okay.
Day by day, are we reading from the same script?
I was
She
riffing on
was
something
in
else.
the spirit of things and just let the natural character play.
I guess so.
He's a method actor.
How about this one?
I'm thinking of fucking Throw Mama from the Train.
New lines.
Continue.
Oh crap. It will come, whatever you do. It will cry out loud, looking at you from everywhere at the same time.
Cool.
And I would now like to say I am sorry for interrupting your flow of your train of thought. Okay.
No.
You interrupted my groove.
Whatever.
Interrupted a funky flow.
What about this one?
It's a mask.
Him.
Him?
Huh.
His mask. My mate from the other room used to scream at night. Always told us he could feel something under his bed. A presence. An eyeless gaze.
I like the way you said mate, transformed it from the British you switch means friend to
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
me mate.
No, don't worry, Dom. They were screwing.
Okay, that's good. I'm not judging. I'm just,
Yeah, you don't know them.
That's true. I shouldn't assume.
Nope,
Stop
alright.
showing the mask to people. It upsets them.
His mask. Oh, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, we already read that.
Alright, well, this was
Let's go
fascinating.
to the next room
That
and
was
meet
fun.
his.
Your door's open if you want to go.
Yeah, let's just let all the people out. What? Just go into all the Oh
Oh!
dear.
Amazing perspective.
Wait, is this a POV?
From the outside, it's framed from the outside of the cell wall.
I thought maybe it was like a two-part cell and someone was looking at you through the window.
An old pen on the dresser. It looks valuable.
Yoink!
Wow, this doctor's a fucking thief.
Hey, look,
Steal
do you see
everything.
anybody else here who needs it? No, that's okay. That's what I thought.
Well, cool. Next.
Can't win an adventure game if you don't steal.
Pretty much.
Fair enough.
That's fair, actually, yeah. Can't win at life if you don't steal.
Distant battering.
Distant battering.
Well, this can only end well.
Bangity bang bang bang.
Oh, this one's
Hey,
surprising.
yeah, this
Oh,
guy
yeah,
won
nice.
the PlayStation thing.
Impressive painting of a lovely maiden. It is equipped with a fitting, magnificent frame.
Hey, crazy lady in cell 1, why don't you come over here to cell 3? It's better.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Smash the mirror!
I like my tree room. Don't judge me.
I wonder what Jonathan is seeing in this room. From Zero Ryoko, Rorschach, where's the comedian? He's in the DC universe right now. Could this be the room of the patient's mate who was afraid of a presence under his bed?
Look
Oh,
under the bed.
good!
Look under the bed.
Oh,
Look
no.
under the bed. Look under the bed. Oh, it's a hole. Okay.
Yay, more crawling. I love being a doctor.
Oh, this is fun. Okay.
Doors bricked
Super
up. They
chat.
really do such a thing.
Perchin Kelly says, Linkara is best, Klepto. Yeah!
Window is sealed too. Almost no light can reach this room, and it looks like there's writing on the wall here. One of them came last night. I knew what it actually was because of the sign it carried. The sign of the eye. I killed it and hid it well. If more come, they will not find their friend nor its eye. Oh, we needed an eye.
See?
Okay, yeah.
I needed an eyeball. That's fair.
Looks like...
Oh.
It looked like this one brick right here could be lifted or something like that, but I'm not... No.
Yeah.
I really hope we're keeping hold of that piece of metal.
I need to identify the loose tile. Now I can do it.
Oh. Maybe just click on it regular? Oh.
Nice.
Huzzah!
Nailed it. Best Klepto.
Now stick your hand
Best
in there and see what
Klepto.
you get.
Yeah.
It's probably a dead body.
Half bear and throw into the tile.
He's an eyeball.
Yoink.
Oh.
It's a crow with an eyeball.
Klepto is just a thief, Ryoko.
Dreadful music.
Short for kleptomaniac. It's someone who's obsessed with stealing things.
Yeah, they compulsively steal. Great.
Right.
Dirty and horribly deformed glass eye.
Oh man, I can't wait to watch the hobo shove that back into his face.
Eh, give it a little bit of a wash. It'll be just as new.
Lovely.
Zero Raiko says, Rorschach, where's the comedian?
You already read that
Already
one.
did
Did
that.
he? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
It's all good.
Well,
More
now
wonderful
we
music.
randomly went through this place to find a fucking eyeball.
Well, this is the bricked up room, I think.
Oh, the face of the playwright. They must be nearby, though. That person.
Yeah.
Bunch of
Wonder
bricks.
we accidentally
Can we get through
got
it? Is there more door?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our door.
More door.
No way open.
Aw, it's the one
They
locked
only
door.
bother locking one in 4 doors here.
We got that silver pendant. Let's show it to the lady on our way out.
Okay.
Like, haha, bitch, you got your pendant.
Don't forget to don't forget to mention the better cell in cell 3. If she, so long as she doesn't mind a secret compartment under there.
Was it actually a woman or?
Also,
I'm guessing
Freya?
it's a woman.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep, nothing.
Tell her-
Ryoko, Klepto may just be a character from Image Comics, considering Liefeld made so many.
Quiet cicada! Nah, Nash does better.
Yeah. Doodly doodly doo.
So many places to go.
Quickly, carriage man, to
See, do
see.
you want to go back to St. Giles and give the eyeball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, only result in good.
Mm-hmm. At least it's a glass eyeball and not a real one.
Right.
That's probably
Yeah, but it's
closer.
deformed and it's spent the last umpteen amount of years in a dead crow's mouth.
Fair enough.
Okay, well, he's
Oh,
happy
that's what I
now.
wanted. See you, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure glad we went through all that. There's no way we could get past a crippled homeless man otherwise.
Ah, sucker! This isn't even my eye.
We are like a rich person, probably would know about it.
Ah, chin.
Or chin. Doodly doodly
Oh,
doo.
good.
Do you have
Now we
the-
can't see
I
anything.
was gonna say, do you need the candle?
I know. I think there's something in the way, walking through like a tunnel.
Huh.
That looks warm and inviting.
This must be the Crimson
Yeah.
Nest. I have heard of such places where people lose their minds to opium shipped from the Orient. I never thought I would set foot in one.
Well, time to get high.
Yep.
Because I got high. Because
I was going to
got
find
high.
out what happened to Dupre, but then I got high.
Oh wow, not even fucking kidding. Super opium den.
Man,
Nah,
they must
lost
have had to
case,
kill a
not
lot
open.
of deer to make all these red lights.
Yeah.
What is the matter, madam?
He dead.
Madam,
My husband, he's unconscious. Please, dear, wake up.
You gave
Wow.
you gave the Chinese woman a southern accent.
Thank you.
yeah, she could have gone much worse than that.
I figured
Honestly,
I'd be
I'm
less
kind of happier because
racist.
it's funnier that way. I am a doctor. Please let me see him.
You're not
You're
that.
not that kind of a doctor.
Yeah.
Well, show him this Rorschach test.
I am so sorry. He's not breathing and he has no pulse. Your husband passed away hours ago.
No, it can't be.
Didn't you hear me say I'm a doctor, bitch?
That's
Madam.
psychiatry.
And-
I'm like, This time, I couldn't save him.
What do you
I'll
need
be
this
husband
time?
now.
I discovered my husband's addiction to this hellish drug that they call opium months ago. At first, I thought he was sick, as I saw him grow thinner every day. Then I discovered he was visiting this place.
I love.
Southern Belle.
So,
I needed
so
something
basically,
else that wasn't
really,
racist.
this game is just a big anti-opium PSA.
Yeah, at the end, the door is just going to be a post that says, don't do drugs,
Plus,
kids.
there's nothing to tell that she's Chinese.
She's got, like, a bun thing going on, I think. Isn't
I
it?
assumed that she was Chinese because usually these kind of opium dens were run by the Chinese, or at least, depicted in popular media as being run by the Chinese. I didn't realize it was his wife.
Ah. Well, I made a good choice then.
Well, even then, British lady with Southern accent.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, I
She
prefer it.
can be American. They
I-
went over the pond.
I honestly prefer that she be some sort of unlikely immigrant than a British accent, so... What?
I was very worried. I tried to dissuade him, but he wouldn't listen. The addiction was stronger than he was. At times, he was away for days. I would come here and find him passed out. The only way I could wake him was to put these smelling salts under his nose. Now, it's too late. Here, take the vial. Maybe you will be in time to save another soul from this curse.
Oh, great, you gave Lewis more drugs.
Me,
Oh,
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
drugs!
use my husband's corpse for
It took
reasons.
it, morphine I think is also kind of a painkiller and I think it's an opiate, so
Well, we don't have opiate right now.
Oh,
We
wait.
have a smelling
oh,
salt.
right, yeah, he gave us the smelling salts.
So,
Gotcha.
yeah, so we don't have a smelling salt. We have an opiate.
I bet I could snort that.
Wait, other way around. I think I just said, but not.
Who's that passed out over there?
Lock gaze. Addict completely asleep. When you
Wait,
think about it, opium
such
dens are
cults.
really kind of the weirder kind of drug dens, considering everyone just gets high and falls asleep.
Yeah.
I see someone passed out right there.
Woman looking at the roof with her eyes going white. She's muttering some ramblings.
Oh, she must have taken flash.
Short-haired woman, smoking without worry.
Do
I thought we'd use the smelling salts to wake some people up.
probably.
Hello, I'm looking for a man who I believe frequented this establishment. A war veteran from the south of Africa called Skid.
He's writing on a slate.
Can you understand what I'm saying?
He has written, can't hear, so I suppose I should communicate with him by... Oh, hang on, this is the narrator.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I showed my writing on
I
the
thought,
slate.
I thought it was the other character saying it.
Looking for Captain Skid. Don't know. He doesn't know the captain's name then.
Okay, that was pointless.
She's the one who's smoking without worry. This man is curled up under a blanket, trembling as if he was freezing. It could be an effect of the drug. Man lying his back, the breathing raspy and layered with phlegm and other liquids. The smoke has eaten away at his lungs.
Oh, Lord.
Ugh.
Drugs, man. Drugs are bad. Young couple seems to have come here together to enjoy this despicable vice.
Dirty.
At least they're still doing stuff together.
That's cute.
That's
Yeah.
right.
This is date night for them.
Oh, goody.
That's disturbing.
When the
Honey,
opiate
I don't want to go bowling tonight. Let's go to the opium den.
Some guy back there looks like he's doing something productive.
Musician is intoxicated with the drug smoke that fills the air. The repeated arrangement gives a sensation that time flows slowly. Let's try using the smelling salts on some people and see if they wake up. You
I'd
can
say
just
the-
handle your husband's corpse, ma'am.
I'd say the dude up there.
Nope.
Nope.
Did you go all this way for some smelling salts?
Apparently.
I mean, one of these guys could be Captain Skid.
Could you use the smelling salts on the man praying obnoxiously loudly?
Maybe.
Nope.
Dress. Nope.
Nope.
Well, all right.
Show the mask around to people.
Who
Nope.
did we see who was
Pendant?
unconscious?
Why should I give him this pendant? Maybe show... Oh, the photograph! Show him who Captain Skid is. There we go. Jeremy Adler, thanks for answering my question before, but I think I phrased it wrong. I meant to ask how the episodes were uploading if Linkara was elsewhere. Poyo's doing it. Well, does she know? Not Poyo. Harvey or 90s Kid is doing it.
I just figured Linkara has them on auto upload.
That works too. But yeah, sorry,
Always-
it can't be Poyo. Poyo's out of action right now.
Yeah.
He's written something else. Object of value. What does he mean by that?
Wants a bribe.
He wants a bribe.
What didn't even belong to you?
Well, doesn't belong to him either.
Finders keepers. It's the sacred English law of finders keepers. I would think you, as a British person, would know this.
Thanks.
It does explain why no one ever charges me for anything in this country.
All right, he opened the
Walk
door.
out Target every day with different stuff.
Okay, what do we have here?
Table with several opium pipes on top. Some of them have been used recently. Come on, give me the drugs.
Nope.
Aw.
It's the last door game. We need the drugs.
The best you're getting in
Delicious
this.
drugs.
The best you're getting in this chapter. Oh.
It is Captain Skid, no doubt. He is unconscious, but he still breathes.
What
Salt.
about some sort of salts?
Shaking.
Salt him.
Shaking salts.
Sudden breath.
I
Hi.
was having an amazing dream. I was an ostrich.
Dom, you want to take this?
Sure, what? Let's see, he's a British officer, so he's gonna,
Yeah.
what's the matter?
Wow.
Not what I was expecting it to go, but okay.
I am the very beloved Major General. Who let you in? Get out!
The dude with
My
the
name is
chalkboard.
Wakefield. I need to talk to you. Are you Captain Skid, Her Majesty's 6th Light Infantry?
That title belongs to me no more. Who are you, and what do you want from me? Leave me alone in my misery.
And my drugs.
A soldier that used to serve under your command told me I might find you here. William Conghill.
Yes, I remember him. We served together. I have made many mistakes trying to forget those years of my life. Now I am afraid those memories will follow me to my
Grave.
grave.
Your voice kind of just sounded
Followed me-
weird there, like kind of a distortion effect.
Followed me to my bicycle.
I'm looking for information about a man called Alexandre Dupre.
I used to know Dupre. He was not a man, but a friend.
Fiend.
Oh, sorry, I misread it. A fiend! What do you want with someone like him? There are certain secrets that are better left undisturbed.
I love how that misreading kind of had the complete opposite effect of
Yeah.
what you're saying.
That's why I
He was a
corrected.
friend! Oh wait, no, the other thing. I hated him!
A patient of mine disappeared. Alexandra is the only one that may know his whereabouts.
If that's true, that Dupre was involved in your patient's disappearance, then I'm afraid the matter is out of my reach. Yours too. Now please, leave me alone.
Have you ever heard the name Jeremiah Devitt? I must find him.
David. Nope, I have not.
I found your medal. It was in a house on Pole Street, door 26. You were there, right?
You think you know what you're doing, but you cannot imagine what you are getting into. I am asking you for the last time. Live and forget this matter.
I will not leave until I find the answers I am seeking. Tell me what I want to know.
You fool! I'm Skeletor! That's, for the devil's sake. All right, if you want to ruin your life, you're free to do it.
Excuse me while I smoke this opium.
I'm gonna say, this is an opium den is no place for someone to ruin their life.
Yeah, ruin your life on your mysteries. Smoke, smoke, smoke.
What really happened on Majuba Hill? We couldn't read it because the text kept disappearing. Sergeant Conghill told me the story, but his details were confusing. Though first, Matthew Critchfield, new here. I'm so happy to finally say hello to Linkara, the Dom, Kaluna, and I feel terrible. The other awesome voices here too. You all rock.
Aw, thank
Yeah.
you.
The other two voices are the game show reviewer and Julie Sidor. But thank you, Matthew Critchfield. Thanks for coming around here and enjoying the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Julie, you might recognize as Aaron from Atop the Fourth Wall, and game show reviewer.
For doing
Yeah.
all the fancy effects.
Yes.
I will never be able to forget that day. No one knew what really happened. Command decided that we must have been ambushed. Now I know better. There was something in that fog, something that did not like us entering its domain. A sentinel of some sort. That thing is what killed my soldiers.
Pyramid Head.
Ooh,
Oh, shit, yeah. Shit got real.
we're not that lucky. Pyramid Head.
How did you meet Alexandre Dupre?
I was in the Veterans Hospital recovering from an illness unknown to the physicians, an ailment of the soul. Dupree managed to contact me there. He wanted to know my version of the story, what had happened to me in the Battle of
Majuba.
Hill.
Man, that opium's really taking its toll on you.
You don't judge me, bitch. I only hit the good stuff.
Inside that house, I saw a machine still operating. What was that?
A machine? I don't know what you're talking about. That was one of my many places used as a base for Alexandre's activities. The only one whose location I was allowed to know.
Do you know why I was so interested in your story?
I did not know immediately, but with time I realized the truth about what happened to me was important to his activities, as was myself. But if you think he tricked me, you could not be more wrong. I wanted to enter the dragon's mouth. I burned with a need to know.
And then I burned in the dragon's mouth.
And I burned everything.
What was Mr. Dupre doing then?
Do you really want to know, do you? Have you ever heard of the playwright?
The Bard.
Yes, William Shakespeare, overrated.
Yes.
I do not know what that is.
No!
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Ominous music.
Made a bad choice, I guess.
As I imagined, you know nothing. Dupre was not alone. He is but the peak of a pyramid, a vast group of which powerful people take part.
Before you continue,
Illuminati?
you should look for Snowflame here. Classic Snowflame must have been an opium fan.
A society acting in secret, ruled by a single sacred law. See that no one knows.
This sounds awful Illuminati-ish.
So don't talk about Fight Club.
Yeah.
Don't talk about Crow Club.
I was part of it. Dupre himself recommended me. We had a secret password. Flipcakes.
Okay.
We gathered every month. What we saw, you cannot imagine.
So much semen.
Oh dear. We did nothing but play Overwatch and eat pizza. A curtain of normalcy protects the mind from something. An outer something. The fog of the veil protects us.
The veil? That's
It's what I call opium. But through the veil, we could peek into the abyss. We could know of the unspeakable shapes that writhe beyond, a black nothingness entirely full of horrors.
So not nothing.
Yeah, well, don't
Obviously.
shut up. I've had this speech prepared for 20 years. We could never cross the threshold. What we saw is forbidden. Look at me, forbidden.
I'm pretty sure that's the opium that did that to you, man.
Skeletor.
I keep waking up. I'm trying to fight him, but he's so overpowering.
Oh.
I could not bear it anymore, so I ran. I ran and hid for them behind
And
a
I
box on
run.
opium.
Lean into Skeletor.
Yeah.
Beast man, you'll never find them. It was too late to run, not to forget. I'm done now. You can fuck off.
Let's go back to East Hill and try to talk to Miss Connie. If what the captain said is true, she must have been one of them. She could know where to find them.
Goodbye to you too, asshole.
Oh, actually, the mask.
Hey, you ever seen this
Nope.
before? Nope. Okay, bye.
Can I take the opium? Nope.
Oh.
Let me take the opium, damn it. You never know when I... Oh.
Oh, hello.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Hey, guys, what are you doing?
We're watching Hamilton.
Let's take a look, guys.
Hey, is that the dragon's mouth? Because that's one sassy dragon.
Nightmarish music going out.
Oh, good lord.
I cannot do this anymore.
I don't care. I just want us to be together.
You know it's too hard. I don't feel free.
I know, dear. I know. We will figure it out. There's some David Lynch crap right here.
How are you home so early?
I knew all along. How could you?
Is this supposed to be a comedy?
You know you never loved each other.
Silence! You have no honor.
So I'm a bird, you're a snake,
And
you're
you,
a
what
dog.
do you have to say? Why? I given you everything. Stupid
You
bird.
wouldn't understand.
Enough! You will leave in the morning. I won't see you ever again. I'll wait for you at dawn under the old windmill, so you can try to recover what honor you had once had.
I'll be there.
Ah, sweet, we're gonna have a duel.
So a dog killing a snake over a bird?
Yeah, man, that's how real love happens.
Here comes crazy Uncle Jesse.
That's where babies come from.
This is premium opium entertainment here.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Okay.
And that's how you were born. There was a bird that loved a snake, and there's a wolf.
Nightmarish music.
And now we're here.
Oh no!
I must have fainted. What is this? Where am I?
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Oh no,
Oh
the
no, you
mask's
can't
gone.
see your stuff anymore!
Someone took your mask.
A matchbox. 20, in fact. Yoink!
Yeah.
Oh,
Light
what
my
can I
opium
burn?
pipe.
I cannot see outside clearly. Nope.
Set it on fire. Burn it all to the ground.
There's a blanket on the bed.
Burn it.
Yoink! Take a shred of this blanket.
Sure. I guess if you wrap it on
He
something...
is just a kleptomaniac, this
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. Now he's
You gotta
high on
combine it
stealing.
with that to, like,
Um,
make a can... Yeah, I was gonna say, and then you'll put on, like...
that's not how candles work.
No, well, I assumed he was gonna wrap it on, like, a piece of furniture.
The flame has faded out.
Okay, so yeah.
Moved recently.
Basically, make a torch.
Have you tried the door, Lewis?
Not yet.
Okay. Shred. Yeah.
She put her feet in there.
Oh, gross!
Who is there?
We have met before.
That's not the voice I was expecting.
I cannot see you. Who are you?
Do you not recognize my voice?
Are we gonna have like
I'm the
borrowers?
music sommelier.
Mickey?
Newsy?
No, I am sorry. I did not. Newsy. The newspaper boy was behind it the whole time.
It was me all along. Ha ha.
Do you know what this place is?
It is the starting point, the first place to look.
Well, maybe the
Oh
game
no,
should have
we've
put
gone
me
all the way
here
back to the
first.
beginning.
But who are you? What are you doing there?
Remember this, I will not be here forever. Darkness will light your way. Stay out of the light, and then I will disappear. And then you will be alone in the end.
Well, it's not the artist, that's for sure.
Oh,
I don't understand. Tell me who you are.
fucking newsy.
He took all our shit.
I'm in the wall. Please help.
Door is shut for good and has no knob. No keyhole even.
Great.
Blimey.
We're a locked door scenario then.
You took my matches, damn it!
Okay.
The blanket is now ruined.
Come on, man.
Sucks the next person who faints in
I
a
must take it with
opium
me.
den.
I can get it repaired.
Well, you can take the blanket with you. Oh, you can try and wrap it around the window and then make an escape?
No, or maybe that like the darkness will light our way, and now we can see something.
Just clean the thing or something.
Ugh.
Oh, hello.
The darkness lights our way.
Okay.
Ah,
This is
Oh.
super
Oh,
creepy.
hello. Oh man, we're getting the metaphysical with what this is.
oh,
The wall
This is-
disappeared.
Just
this is
keep
what you
going,
call too many fumes, man.
One more before I sleep. You guys are funny and awesome, and I wish I could be part of this. Someday, Linkara. I hope you enjoyed the Silent Hill bit. I did, thank you. He sent me a Silent Hill Atop the Fourth Wall tribute video. It was really good and really well made. Thank you so much, Zero Ryoko.
And I
Zero
hope it
Ryoko,
someday. That sounds awesome.
Zero Ryoko, your CG logo is flippin' awesome.
I know, I love it. All right, looks like we're getting some spooky endings here. Let's move forward into the area that did not have a door before.
All right,
What-
let's do it.
What
Whoa.
mysteries lie in these opium fumes?
Go! Hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
Divot, is that you, Divot?
I recognize that stupid haircut anywhere.
Oh,
Oh, hey, stop pirouetting away from me, you wanker. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Dude, have you been fucking yourself again?
you know, I think I may have smoked those opium flames. I think I'm going back to bed now.
Nope.
Oh.
Don't want none of this.
Oh, no, this is far too silly.
Yep.
Oh, are you feeling alone, Divot? Divot, let me show you these Rorschach things. It'll be fine.
I think I can move past. Oh, I can't move past them.
Oh, not another soggy biscuit game.
Oh, the 4 chairs.
Oh.
Oh, good.
Oh. Guys, I'm getting a real Lovecraftian vibe here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yep. Oh, well, okay, well, let's follow the blood.
I'm gonna hope my patient's still alive. I really need to settle the bill.
So dedicated to his work.
You know, I don't think there's ever been a time where the phrase "let's follow the trail of blood" that ended well.
Wait, no, come on. Deer hunting
David's just
season.
this guy, you know?
No light bulbs. Oh well.
Oh, yeah. If only we had a light bulb with us, then we could make good use of this blood.
Cinematographic, are you
Take it
telling
from
me we
black.
need to shut up? Cuz, come to the wrong stream. Oh!
Oh, that's not some
More
Scary noise.
bukkake.
That's a lot of debits.
Multiple debits. Okay, let's divide the bill evenly.
Is it because you care about your patients?
No, I want to be paid.
Or out of scientific curiosity?
You owe me money.
All I can see this pixel guy is as this like Archie Andrews
Is
or
it for your
something.
pride?
$10.
Because it is your professional responsibility. Okay, Cinematographic was not telling us to shut up. Or is it because it is the right thing to do?
This also is like the ending of Evangelion.
Oh.
We found Devitt and all of his identical brothers. Okay, didn't see that coming.
None of us did.
Sudden gas.
gas.
No, Devitt.
Oh,
Who's this?
it's the German guy. It is all right, mein Herr Freund. What are you feeling? How are your feelings?
I feel dizzy. What happened? Where are we?
It's Kaufman.
At my house, I went to East Hill to meet and found you inside one of the cells. Unconscious, your clothes stenched of opium smoke. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, why didn't you pass? It's puff, puff, pass.
I knew it. I knew it. The whole thing was an opium trip.
Cinematographic was talking to
like
the
hit the
character.
brother up.
Crisis of Infinite Devitt.
Nice.
The Devitt clone saga.
Ah, damn it, Linksano.
I had you brought here. You have been out for a day and a half. I had to change your shorts. It was very awkward.
I think it's coming back to me. I was at one of those opium dens. I might have passed out after breathing that dense smoke.
That was
Yeah.
one weird ass
That is
play.
what I tell the police too.
Listen, I have much to tell you. My investigation unearthed a great deal of new information. Alexander was indeed institutionalized at East Hill, but his files were missing. I managed to track down a man who knew him. He told me a story you would not believe, and... There was this woman, a patient at the hospital. She was completely out of her mind. She attacked me. What is happening to these people, Kaufman? How is this Alexander related to Mr. Devitt? I think this patient, Miss Connie, might know how to find Alexander. We must go back there and talk to her, whatever it takes.
Yeah, about that.
I'm afraid that will not be possible.
And he pulls a gun on us.
She is dead.
It is Comic-Con this weekend. I cannot possibly skip it.
No, she is dead.
What do you mean?
Frau Coconut is no longer at East Hill. She escaped last night.
God
Gee.
almighty.
I wonder why after we left all the doors open.
Fair enough. Find the one locked
Yes,
door.
the one door I didn't open. Do not worry, mein friend.
Front.
I think I may know where she is hiding. Get ready. We must leave promptly. After Grey's Anatomy.
I assume that's the end of the chapter.
I'm
And
guessing.
music again.
Yeah,
Guessing. Let's see.
Oh no! I was gonna say it's Gone with the Wind.
Oh, we're moving. I have control.
There's some cinematic background.
They are coming. They are letting him in.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I do like the effect with the silhouettes and everything. It does give a very cool artsy image now that the door has been opened.
Sorry, we keep leaving all the doors open.
They are coming.
Tell me, my friend, do you know how to fly airplane?
Banging on door.
Oh, so that was afterwards.
How did he randomly know she'd be in this one house?
Do not question it. I am German. We know things.
Oh.
bees.
Birds!
Oh. Ah. Birds, my god.
Got Alfred Hitchcock up in
Thank
here.
you.
Achievement unlocked. They are coming. The playwright was created thanks to the generous support of players within the crowdfunding company. The adventure continues in episode 2.
We did it!
Yay!
Yay!
All right, that was chapter 1 of season 2.
Yeah.
I think we're probably going to call it a night considering we've already been at this for almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oh,
The time
fun,
only flies when you're running around opiate dens.
But of course, we will be back next week, and for the rest of the month, I don't think there's a single Saturday where I'm going to be out of town. And of course, everyone is free to join us again. I don't know what everyone else's schedule looks like.
We got to make sure we get Nash back.
Yeah, it's just not the same without him.
Yeah.
Yes.
So these guys sell descriptions. So if you're like a pledger, you can add a description to the game.
Yeah, that's actually
Yes.
kind of a cool idea. I like that.
That's clever.
That's clever.
Mind you, I'm
We
assuming
should-
there's some oversight. Like they can't read like this table has like Ario
Smell-
Speedwagon rules carved into it. Thanks for.
We should do it in our show as
Again,
if
you
you
all rock.
pledge a certain amount, we'll be sassy in a way of your choice in the episode. Lamppost description by that's something you can put in your resume. I described a lamppost once.
I think it's looping around because I remember statue description being like the first one.
Mhm.
All right. So yeah, the month of spooky has begun. I'm gonna switch us back over to the main webcam here. Yeah, the month of spooky has begun. We're gonna play The Last Door all throughout it, and of course every Saturday I'll also show off a long box episode. If you never checked out long box before, please do. I put a lot of work into them, and I always love getting a chance to talk about horror stuff with people. This was a really fun stream, as always. So, just want to say thank you, Julie. Thank you, Nash, out he from far away. Thank you, Jess in the chat. Thank you, Game Show Reviewer. Thank you, Dom. Thank you, Kaluna. This has been The Last Door, Episode 1.
On
Even-
Saturday Night Spooks.
On Saturday Night Spooks.
Even Dorier.
All right. We will see you again next week.
Ooh, the sequel's called Finding Dory.
Yeah, there goes the spooky mood for the night.
See you guys later.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all.